Go.
I'm going. Am I live?
Yeah, you're live. Go.
Go.
Is this thing on?
Yeah.
So in our one shot, we were fighting a bunch of goblins, and Zug's primary technique for keeping combat short is after he kills his first whatever it is, he does an intimidation check to see if he can scare off, as many of the bad guys as possible. So I critically killed one of the goblins, and it was incredibly gory. And I think I did something like I licked my maul and proceeded to scare the crap out of these goblins. Well, one of these goblins went running up, I think, into a tree, right, Tristan? Something like that.
The lake.
Okay, in the lake. Okay, and
It was a tree. Okay.
It was a tree. I remember.
and so anyway, that was Frank. So Tristan, you want to take it from there?
Yeah. So I look over and I see this little goblin just pissing his pants up in a tree, right?
Making
So
it rain.
I yell out to him, "Yo, I could save you if you join my religion." And I'm in a
Interesting.
trickster domain.
Okay. Okay.
And he succeeded critically.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
that's
like a
awesome.
nat 20 or something.
I think it wasn't
It
at
was.
20.
It was an
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, and so I convinced him to join, and ever since then we've had Frank, little goblin boy.
Sweet. That's a
Yeah.
pretty. That's
And
pretty awesome.
clearly, Zug and Frank, we've kind of made up a little bit. So
Yeah.
I
The story of how you gained Frank as an ally.
I don't know exactly what our relationship status is at this point, but yeah, it's probably complicated is a good way to put it. It's a bit tenuous, probably.
Yeah, complicated is definitely the best way to put it. Alright, anyways, welcome back to D&D. We are welcoming back the Family Cross. Exciting night today. We are...
I can hear you.
Can hear you just fine.
I can't. I literally can't. You're over 1,000 miles away.
You're safe for now. Burnt down a boat.
I am Zug. I am not very smart, and my memory is not very good.
Oh, I didn't burn down a boat.
I wasn't here,
Frank.
so I can't help you.
We do have a new player joining us, and one of our other players couldn't make it today.
Right, Pete? Jolene's dead.
Yeah, basically what happened last time was you guys you found a ship that had just somehow crash landed in the middle of this forest, and it was like infested with ghosts of pirates and a crew. And you guys made your way down into the ship. You found some treasures. You were given a quest to deal with along the way, and then the ship started burning. So you had to make a quick evacuation. So out the window you all went into the forest, and now you started running for your lives.
I think you're lagging, because I'm looking at the stream.
All right.
Okay.
Peekaboo.
So yeah, that was that. And you guys have been running for quite a few days. You guys have lost track of time. You have no idea what happened.
I'm blind. I'm blind still.
Yeah, you're blind. So do me a favor. Roll me a Constitution save.
Constitution save? Alright.
Yep.
Constitution. Well, that was shit.
Okay.
Hey, it wasn't a 1.
No, it was a 2.
It's a 2, but for whatever reason on my screen, yeah, I don't think the audience can see this, but
Oh, it looks like a 20.
yeah,
It
it
does.
looks like a 20. So I'm just like, I'm confused.
Up to your interpretation.
I mean,
The chat says 4,
says
but
2.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I have to go by that. If you wish,
Nope.
you can use your challenge. Nope. Okay.
Not worth it right now.
Not worth it, right? Okay. So unfortunately, you are still blind.
Okay.
All right.
Zug is still dumb.
Zugzug is like
Roll me an
carrying
intelligence
Cross, so.
Zug, roll me an intelligence save.
Against what? His stupidity?
Yes.
Hang on, I gotta find my character sheet. There it is.
All right.
All right. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
5.
You're
okay.
not rolling well.
Zug is still stupid. Shocking.
Well, it's
News
not
flat.
one, thankfully. Yeah, you forgot your pants.
Happening so often as of late.
Okay.
Is that a Twitch thing?
No,
Okay, live now.
That I think it's just our network connection, unfortunately.
Okay, hold on.
Gotcha.
We're working to fix that. But it should be good now.
Here, before you even start, ask the chat if everything sounds okay.
According to Twitch, my bitrate is like through the roof, so I'm assuming not. It looks like I'm live though, but it doesn't look like anyone's watching.
Yeah, you got 8. You got 8 viewers.
Oh,
right
cool.
now.
So chat, how does it look on your end?
Can you hear?
on chat.
Yes, hello people on chat. I want to make sure that I am functioning. If I am not functioning, then I am not working. Let's see here. Hello, hello. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3.
So, question.
Answer.
Do I still see the beacon?
Oh yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Right. 2.
I believe in you, Tristan.
Perception.
Ooh, nice roll.
16.
Alright, let's see here. Yes, you do still see the giant, brightening beacon of light in the distance.
The beacon of hope!
Yes, you still see the beacon of hope. There's just a giant piece of bacon in the sky that's pointing you where you need to go.
Is it still behind us?
No. It has moved to your left.
Okay, I will definitely alert the party about that one.
Alright, so how do you alert the party?
Hey, dudes, there's a big piece of bacon over there.
I like bacon.
Yeah, Zug. We should go eat that bacon.
Okay.
I cannot believe that you're still drunk.
I am not drunk. I am just dumb.
Did be drunk.
Oh boy.
Maybe I am drunk. I don't remember.
Roll me a constitution check.
Oh, jeez.
You're tipsy. You're not drunk, but you are still tipsy. Like you still feel it,
Apparently,
but it's like
I am
wearing
a
off.
little messed up.
A little messed up.
Yep. So as you guys are not so lost in the woods, roll me perception checks.
Alright.
Go ahead, Cross, and roll me at a disadvantage.
Advantage. Yep, I figured. Perception.
Yep. The only person that doesn't have to roll is our new member.
Okay, for some reason it lagged. Oh,
Fumble.
wait. No, there we go. I thought it lagged out on me.
Oh, you're fine.
Damn! Okay.
At least you didn't critically fail.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
So,
Kristen knows what's up. You will have to tell me what's going on. I am
Pops.
dumb.
Yeah, you basically see a squirrel that just runs in front of you, and you're just fixated on the squirrel.
Ooh, pretty squirrel.
Yep.
Squirrel, have you seen the bacon? Do you know where the bacon is, Squirrel? Squirrel, come back. Squirrel. Squirrel.
Absolutely beautiful. So, Meryl, as you're like looking around, you see the distraction that is, the squirrel, but you also hear what sounds like a bunch of horses coming your way.
Probably move out of the way, because I hear some horses coming. I get run over.
But Squirrel.
Do you want to get run over?
But Squirrel.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Take the squirrel with you if you
I am
must.
not crying out loud, but I do like that squirrel over there.
Roll me animal handling.
Who? Me?
Yes.
All right, hang on.
I swear, if he rolls well enough.
Apparently not.
No, hold on.
Okay,
This
hey,
is the
Gilded,
day that I curse my dice.
Gilded says we slightly hear crosser through your mic, Arya, but it isn't super bad.
I mean, I figured, but
I can bring down my gain a little.
you might have to, and that should be
Yeah,
fine.
I know. I may be really soft though.
That's
so-
okay. You'll be fine.
Alrighty, input volume. Let me bring it down to 60.
Okay. Yeah, no, that should be better.
I'm happy to inform you that Tristan and I are no longer in the same room.
Oh, you're fine. It's all good. But so
Squirrel.
yeah, this is the day that I curse my dice because I basically rolled what is essentially a nat 1. Not necessarily, it's more of a 2. So what happens is the squirrel looks to your hand as you're like fixated on the squirrel, and the squirrel kind of just jumps up onto your shoulder and starts picking through your hair.
Oh, I have a new friend. I am happy.
Yeah.
Gonna name it?
Are you gonna name it?
I will call him Squirrel.
Okay, we have a new squirrel called Squirrel.
Okay, I turned down the gain. Is that better?
That should be better.
I'm only looking at the side chat for a moment. That's all.
No, you're fine. It's okay. So, do you guys move out of the road?
I certainly do.
Squirrel, what do you want to do? He's not answering me. Okay. Two chirps for yes, one chirp for no. I guess we're not moving.
Question.
Okay.
I think since he became an artificer, he's learned the spell cantrip Mage Hand. So can I just pick up Zug Zug?
Roll me a strength check.
You know Zug Zug is like holding cross, right?
15.
That's a strength
Zug.
save, but I'll take
Plus
it.
your strength save. Okay.
I'll
that's
take
saving
it.
those.
So you use Mage Hand. You successfully grab Zug Zug and Cross, drag them both over to the side as the Percheron team just comes to a halting stop in front of you.
Whoa! What is going on? This is weird. Squirrel, help me.
Chirp chirp.
Can I roll a perception to see if this blindness goes away?
You can roll me a Constitution save.
Thank you, Constitution.
Ross, I don't know what has happened.
Oh,
It's
I
weird.
rolled it at disadvantage. Shit.
I'll still take it. You still lose your blindness. You can see things now.
Okay. Cross blinks and looks. Okay. I can fucking finally see all that ash.
That is good.
No thanks to you. Now,
You are welcome.
Cross just puts her fingers on the sides of her temples, but just. Now, I guess the next thing is, what's a Patron team doing here?
As you ask
Those
that
are-
question, the door to the wagon that the horses were carrying opens, and you see this green snake, Yantu, come out.
Oh goodness.
You don't see that every day.
Well, hello
Wow.
there.
Oh wow, it talks.
I can't. How are you?
Can I do the respectable thing and ask its pronouns?
You may.
Good person, what are your pronouns?
What are pronouns?
They are parts of speech that take the place of nouns. I don't know how I know that.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Who, me?
Yes.
This should be interesting.
Did not have one question I was not expecting.
I guess you're actually pretty intelligent. Because you do understand what you just said, and you understand what is being asked.
For the time being.
That's freaking wild.
Cross
Zug has moments of clarity, and that's about it.
Cross kind of looks over and just examines the creature in front of her. Kind of intrigued, but stays quiet.
I still think it's wild it talks.
I just stare at Zug Zug with some concerning level of how are you alive?
I wonder that myself sometimes.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So, you all need help, or?
Where are you headed to?
Just over to the next town.
I think it's kind of cool. The snake has horses.
That is really cool.
Right?
Well, stranger things have happened.
This is true.
I agree.
Is this your Percheron team?
It is.
Did you give us rides?
Sure, just don't break anything.
I will try. I have a squirrel.
Okay, just... Yeah,
Be-
sure, whatever, okay.
Before he changes his mind, where are thy manners? What is your name?
My name is Roland Sundar.
These are quite important. I believe that slipped my mind.
What are your names?
I am Zug Zug.
Merle.
I go by Cross.
And then the goblin of your group kind of just stops and stands in front of everyone and goes, and I'm Frank!
I guess
Well-
we're changing voices to Dobby now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Master of giving Dobby a sock.
I have socks. I have been given the gift of life. I am now under religion.
Okay.
Well, it's good
Wow.
to meet you, Zug Zug, Earl.
Hello.
Yeah, the rest of you, Frank, and Cross.
All right.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Can Cross look and see what time of day it is?
Roll me perception.
Perception. Let me put the focus on normal, not at disadvantage.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore. You're not blind.
Ooh, 20.
So the time of day, it's actually becoming close to evening.
Alright. Let's go. Let's head into this wagon and head on into the next town. It is becoming a bit of evening, and you know how it is around that time.
How is it?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I
Just
was what?
head into the wagon.
Oh, okay.
Here's the doorway.
Oh,
Know
cool.
how to use a door, right?
I think so.
Alrighty, so we're just gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. So you guys get into
Okay.
Whoa, okay. What was
Nothing.
that for? What the?
I know how to use doors.
you don't know.
Apparently.
Okay, you don't.
This
just
is
know
the
how to
latching
use-
mechanism for the door. It's really cool.
So
It goes up, it goes down.
The door was previously
The door
speaking.
goes
It is
open,
no longer
it goes
speaking.
closed. You latch it here, and it won't fly open when we are driving. That is a really cool feature. I will sit down now.
Thank you for the lesson on doors, Zug.
I'm stuck as a player.
This-
God damn it,
Note the door has 2 hinges. They are made of metal, while the rest of the door is made of wood.
We literally
This
just
is-
need a meme of just like Zug Zug having using his like wooden stick, but just slapping on a board or something, going, "This is a door. This is this." Just a huge chart with like some weird glasses
No.
made out of the squirrel.
Okay, if you're in the chat, please can we have this? But yeah, so y'all get into the redwood wagon of the Pertron team, and you guys make your way. And it doesn't take you long to get to the next town. It only takes you about 20 minutes. So when you get there, though, you notice that the entire village is kind of rampant. People are freaking out. People are screaming and running, and there's a big fire on the edge of the town towards the ocean.
Alrighty then. Then let's.
Zug is still pointing out the finer points of the door.
There are several doors now around you,
This specific door.
but this specific
I don't know
door-
about those doors. I only know about this door.
Cross smells the air, and she smells the smoke. I think we
something
have
cooking?
bigger issues than the ins and outs of doors, Zug Zug. Like, oh, I don't know, a fire?
Yes.
Fire? Where is the fire? Oh, I see it now.
I point to the flames.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
Is it nighttime at this point, or?
Yes, it's nighttime.
Yeah, I look to the only thing that's somewhat bright.
Oh, wow. Would you look at that?
So is this piece of giant bacon in the sky glowing, or can I just not see it at night?
No, it disappears. Like you
Oh,
get closer
okay.
to the town, and as you got to the town, the bacon kind of just dissipated.
Did I see the bacon earlier?
No, you did not.
that's fair.
Only Mero
No.
could see it.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
We all
I,
think he's a
uh,
little nuts.
I stopped one of the people running by. What happened?
The villager kind of just stops and is just like, many things, too many things. You see, it was, it's a little crazy to explain, but my shit, man, there was a kraken, there was the church being blown up, there were this group of people that had to leave town because they were idiots. It was all kinds of crazy shit, man.
The Kraken?
Yeah! A big ass kraken just came out of the ocean and swept through the town.
Wow.
Wow, that's nuts.
Okay. There's not much I can do about that.
I would expect you to, man. It was a kraken. Giant fish from the ocean. It just sprung from the water. It was like, and then it just swept up this group of people who blew up a church and just left.
So there's a kraken, and then there's people blowing up churches.
Yeah. You're crazy.
What are the odds?
It backwards, Zug.
Who blew up the church?
I don't know. There's a group of newcomers that just showed up.
I look
Clearly that wasn't us.
suspiciously at the group that I just found.
It was not us, I promise.
Oh, of course it wasn't you guys. We don't recognize any of you.
That
Wow.
boat over there looks awfully familiar.
Oh, what boat? Oh, those boats. Those boats just came in.
They burning when they came in by chance?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Where is the fire right now? And what started the fire?
The church. Like I said, this group of people, they showed up in the town, and overnight, the church just blew up.
Which direction?
North.
Alright, that's all we need to know. Cross just starts heading north.
I guess I'd better go with her.
The squirrel kind of
Yeah,
just
it's-
chirps in your ear.
Yeah,
Yep,
start heading.
that's right, squirrel. We're gonna go after Cross, make sure she does not hurt herself.
Are you sure you're moving the right
Fucking
token?
neat.
Yeah.
Who's moving Frank?
I'm moving Frank.
Oh, then.
Oh, okay. Remember you gave Tristan
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
Oh,
ability to move.
there I am.
I just moved you. I've been moving you. I'm sorry.
Which one's the church? He's on when to stop walking.
North.
Oh, I think
Assume
I know
it's the
church.
really big
Oh,
one at the
really
edge of the
big
map.
one?
Yes.
Is it the one that is burning?
Yes.
Go for the burning building.
Cross stops right here. As she gets closer to the flames.
As you get closer to the flames and you take a good look at the church, you notice that the entire roof has just caved in. Some of the walls have been knocked over. It doesn't look like the explosion really kind of exploded. It looks more like it was imploded more than it was, outwardly. So the walls go inward instead of outward. What was the intelligence check for this time?
See if I can comprehend what's going on.
You fully comprehend what's going on. There's a church on fire.
It would appear that it caught on fire on the inside and then collapsed under its own weight. This did not explode. The villager is full of shit.
Fair enough.
Can I make a history check or something to see what would cause a building to implode?
You may. Actually, that would be an insight.
Oh, insight? Okay.
Yes.
It's a good thing that was insight because your history roll was crap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there are quite a few different things throughout the world that can actually force something to implode on itself versus explode. An artificer with the right components can actually craft a bomb that would pull things in as opposed to pushing things out. But
Wow,
it
that's
would,
some poltergeist type stuff.
it would require some very heavy materials, such as the heart of a dying star, which can only be found after an asteroid hits the Earth, and trying to think of a few other components.
That sounds like some sci-fi shit.
There's a little bit. But anyways,
Is someone saying this, or am
Sorry, I
I just remembering
apologize.
this?
no. I'm just explaining to
Okay.
Meryl the things that could cause an implosion versus an explosion. As for the fire, small pockets of black powder bombs would just be simple enough to do the trick.
Mind if I roll an Arcana check to see if this was created?
You may.
Or if something's in there still?
I believe you would need a detect magic
damn.
spell for that one. But as for this,
Okay.
yes, you do feel like that. You know, this was the work of something magical.
This wasn't man-made.
Building or
Well, I
the
didn't say
wall?
that.
I'm talking about in the sense of, like, not man-made. This wasn't done naturally. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant by that.
You're good.
That must be why it's so pretty. I'm just going to sit here and look at it for a little while.
Well, maybe we should put out the fire?
That might
With
be a
what?
smart idea.
Is the building?
That's why I
somewhat
didn't think of it.
salvageable?
Is the building what?
Somewhat salvageable, or is it just completely in pieces?
As you say that, all the walls kind of just collapse in on itself.
Oh, that takes care of that.
I vote we just let the fire clean up the rest of it, because that's just easier.
But we don't
It
want
could-
it to spread.
Have Merle or Frank go and get some water for ready to destroy water.
Oh, yeah. That could work. Zug,
Are we doing a
I don't need a grain of sand. That's only if I'm destroying water.
Are we doing a thing? I'm excited for the thing. Can we please do the thing?
Yes, Frank. Yes, Frank. We're doing the thing.
Yay! What do we
What
need?
thing is that?
My little Frank.
Oh, he's really excited about that.
alright, while they're doing that, we should maybe do a bit of a trench around it, just enough dirt.
Okay. I'll dig.
Fire line.
Yeah.
I hope
Frost
so.
looks over to Roland. You have a very long tail. You think you could put that weight to use?
Doing what?
Pushing some ground, some earth, to make a
yeah.
fire trail.
That I can do. Yes.
Zug help as well.
All right.
Okay.
Both of you roll me strength checks.
Any chance?
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
I guess so.
Okay. This will be fun. So, you guys, you start putting your weight into the ground. Zugzug, you're literally punching the ground. Whereas Roland is like digging his tail across the dirt. And you guys actually do manage to, start a fire line, but Zugzug, you're just punching the ground so much that you actually manage to dig like a small moat between the church and the rest of the town.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
I did not know I had it in me.
See, that's what happens when I roll an at 20. But yeah. So, as you're doing this, the town folk actually notice you guys, putting an effort to prevent the fire from spreading, and they're all cheering you on. They're all hyping you up, and some of the fair ladies actually come up to your group, and they provide things like water. They provide things like food, snacks, and they notice Meryl and Frank have walked off, and they're looking for those two to help them out as well.
While that is happening, what would the throw be?
Oh, the what?
The throw, they put
Throw.
the description.
Create or destroy water. Do you have a drop of water?
I'm in the fountain.
Oh, you're at the fountain. Okay. You don't need to roll anything. Do you grab the water?
I just cup the water and do the thing.
Okay, you just put the water in the thing. Alright, so you have the water. So now you're gonna come back. It's a bit of a walk.
So much walking.
I know. I hope you were all impressed with how big I've made this map.
It is very cool.
Mildly annoyed.
Mildly annoyed.
Good. I'll take that.
Oh no, he trips and spills the water. He has to go back.
Yeah, roll me an acrobatics check.
Frick, I close.
You and your mouth. Oh, let's see.
Actually, Gilded, this isn't the map that your group was in. This is a different map.
Okay, 12.
I will zoom out to show.
12.
Alright, you got a 12? Alright, hold on. You successfully make it back without tripping or dropping the water.
Gonna like make it rain. in a
Alright,
30
Cross
foot.
looks over.
Okay.
You have what you need?
Yeah.
I'm ready to do the thing!
Let's do the thing, Frank. About how big is this thing?
Well, let's see. Each square is about 5 feet, correct?
Yeah.
Well, if we're doing the math right here,
It's a 30-foot cube.
it's more than that.
No, I'm just saying with one drop it makes a 30-foot cube, so.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
And
having both Frank and Merle do like different sections of making it rain down.
let's see, that's 40 feet. That's 50 feet. Yeah, we're looking at least maybe. God damn, how big did I make this? Yeah, we're looking at like 130 feet across. And at most. Another 130 feet. So yeah, it's like an even square of 130 feet all across.
Alright, so me and Frank can take up 60 of that.
Okay. So that'll take out half of it.
Yeah, I'll just take out like the half that's closest to the town.
Okay. So you start, throwing water out of your hand. You start pouring water over this fire. Frank is going to go to the other side that's closest to the town, and he's going to do the same thing. The townsfolk are going to take note that you guys are making an effort to take out the fire, and those water buckets that they're using as drinking water for you guys, they actually start taking that, and they start spreading water, throwing water into, the little moat that was made, but also throwing it onto the fire of the church and trying to, save the church. As they are doing this, I want each of you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
That's alright.
Perception.
I don't see shit.
You do not
I don't see shit.
Wait,
Are you
perception is
okay,
wisdom,
I don't
right?
see shit, I guess.
I see okay.
Roland, as the fire is dying down, while everyone else is focused on keeping the fire down, you actually notice the big hulking statue in the center of the fire of what looks to be a 6-headed dragon.
Guys.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's not good.
I look at Cross and Merle, and I'm like, hey, this is Tiamat. Tiamat, am I right?
Yes.
Temple.
Oh.
Is
Cross.
that bad?
Cross looks
What is
over
Zugzug here? Is that
from
bad?
that.
You just steal things, alright?
Pretty statue.
Well, you steal things, I hit things. We all have our job to do.
So what were you saying, Cross?
Cross, hearing this, immediately goes quiet and raises an eyebrow. Let me go tell Frank about this so he's in the loop. And she begins to walk off. And as she does so, she starts speaking in her head. trying to tap her god.
Okay.
And starts to ask, do you know anything about this? I don't know if you're there, but a Tiamat temple catching fire? Seems a bit odd.
As you are walking towards Frank, you actually do hear a voice in your head. Yes, I am more than aware of what's happening.
Mind to enlighten me, Ben?
Well, if I told you, you would not believe what I say.
That's
How
wild.
much I have seen how much shit.
Well, I'm only saying you would not believe what I say because I'm saying it in a way that even I don't believe what I am saying.
Cross takes a turn into an alley, just quickly to conceal herself just for a moment as she's speaking in her head. Hopefully out of the party's eyes.
If the party wishes to roll perception.
Sure.
Sure.
And you would have to roll stealth.
Alright.
Perception and stealth.
No, not you.
Oh,
One of you rolls stealth, the rest of you roll perception.
Yeah, I have to roll stealth.
Mm-hmm.
21.
All right, so if you beat a 21, there you go.
Oh, what the?
None of us beat a 21, so you're good.
Yep. So none of them see this. All right.
It's like raining, right?
It's like what?
It's like raining.
Raining
right?
in the front half of the church.
Probably
Yes.
some smoke and fog, too.
There's definitely a lot of smoke and fog.
And there's still like townspeople around, right?
Yep.
So my hair's all wet, right?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna flip my hair around and see if I impress anybody.
Oh my god! Here, we'll do that really
Roll me a.
Jesus Christ!
Okay. Now hold on. Now I have to roll.
Hey, good news. He's not taking a shower.
Motherfucker.
My hair's stuck to my face.
It takes 5 attempts to flip your hair around.
No. Here's what happens because, of course, my dice do this to me. You flip your hair around, and like an entire group of maidens behind you just go, oh, and they just faint.
Oh my god.
Yep, still got it.
There you go. That's a drawing in the making.
See, this is why I hate rolling that once, but it happens.
But as the god was saying, as Cross moves into a corner, what do you mean I won't believe what you're saying? And you don't believe what you're seeing?
Well, as I'm about to tell you, 5 idiots rolled into town and blew up a church.
Fair point.
Yes. So, as I said, even I don't believe what I am saying. But that is what I saw.
Right?
And that villager that mentioned the Kraken, that also happened.
I'm... Alrighty then. I have a feeling Tiamat is not going to like this.
No, I imagine she'll be very displeased. And her scouts are already on to us. So that makes it even worse for us.
Wait, you mean us as in you and I?
Yes.
But how?
I'm not sure. I'm working on that. In the meantime, stay safe.
You know me. Blend in shadow. Leave most of the eons. Cross just goes back out and heads towards Frank.
So, what class is Cross again?
Warlock.
She's warlock.
Okay.
As you walk up to Frank, Frank turns to you and goes, "Hey, look at this! I'm doing a thing! I'm doing a thing!"
Yes, but we need to put it out a little more quicker because this is a temple.
Oh, you're right. Let me think.
Don't
I know.
want it.
Frank runs off to the townsfolk who have more buckets of water. He takes all the buckets, and he is going to try to cast Create or Destroy Water at a higher level without being that level.
Shit!
So, I'm doing a stupid. It
No,
might
Frank
work.
is doing a stupid.
Yeah, Frank is doing a stupid. It may or may not work. Holy fuck, it worked. Fuck me. Okay, so here's what happens. Frank basically takes the buckets and he is running around. He throws the buckets in the air, trips and falls on his back, and then slips onto the ground. But as he slips and hits the ground, the water in the air just expands. It just grows, and it just covers the entire area. And then it falls down, and then because of the water continuously growing, it puts the fire out, but it still grows.
All right, Frank, that's enough. We put out the fire.
I'm trying, I lost control!
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So water is just going to continue building and growing. It's flowing into the moat that was dug earlier, thankfully, but that moat is only about as tall as Zug Zug.
I am not short.
Cross turns around. Meryl!
To run as fast as I can to make an acrobatics check.
Yes. No. Athletics.
Athletics, okay. Oh no!
Oh,
No!
that's horrible.
Humble.
Are you gonna test fate at all?
Now, with the Coin of Fate, you can only use that once per session.
Oh no, I'm not gonna use that.
Okay. So here's what happens. You are running. You are like full on sprinting towards Cross and Frank. However, because the now flooding water that is now leaving the moat and spreading into the town, you slip and trip and fall. And let's see here. You basically slide for 60 feet into a wall.
Oh my god.
Wow. That was really something.
And
Big damage.
yes, you take 1 second. 8 points of damage.
Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, Lear.
That hurt.
That's what happens when you run into a wall.
How big
You
is the
okay,
cloud
dude?
now?
How big is the what?
How big is the rain area cloud now?
Oh, it's not raining anymore, but the water's still expanding.
Expand?
What is
Like on the ground?
Yes.
That's wild.
I don't have Dispel Magic. I don't have anything for that.
Do you
Um,
make the water go away?
either me or Frank
I dig
could
out
use
the moat towards the
destroy
beach.
water.
What do you have?
I don't think removing 10 gallons of water is gonna help all that much.
I don't think so either.
Can I try something really stupid?
What's that really stupid
What?
thing?
Oh!
What are you trying to do? Explain to
I'm
me.
trying to intimidate the water.
Oh my
All
god.
right. Okay. All right.
I flip my hair around again. and shout at the water, "Be gone!"
Oh my god.
If only you could see my face right now.
Just be gone! Okay. And then I flip my hair again.
I'm gonna string on my dice later. Okay, so, you flip your hair. More maidens faint. And you just turn to the water and you just go, "Be gone, thoughts!" And the water just shrivels. It just stops. And it even shrinks into the ground and it just disappears.
Yep, still got it.
Cross is just gonna look and just error again.
The physics of this world do not make any sense, and they further do not make sense every time I play a session.
I don't bring much to the table, but I bring something.
I'm not even going to question, though.
I start banging my head against the ground. How does this work?
It was like
Sometimes you just can't question greatness. It just happens.
Cross looks over to Rollin. This is what we have to deal with.
I mean, it's
Well,
not necessarily a bad thing, but
It worked. I did not expect it to, but it worked.
How hard are you hitting your head into the ground?
just like 10 hits, like.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh no.
Oh.
Watch is gonna nat 20 and I'm gonna die. Okay.
You're fine. You don't take any damage. Well, there goes my last 2 brain cells.
You probably shouldn't do that. It might hurt.
Yeah. Okay, so the
Only a
townsfolk.
suggestion, though.
Experience or.
Huh?
I'm talking to Zug Zug. Is that from experience?
Yes,
Okay.
it
figured.
it does not feel good.
Well,
But sometimes it just has to be done.
it does.
So after
Okay,
the
you do
water dissipates, it disappears. The townsfolk that haven't fainted yet all just kind of look at the situation of what happened. They look in the moat. They look at Zug Zug. They look in the moat. They look at Zug Zug. And then they all faint.
No.
And then they all just
Still got
faint.
it. Good night, everybody. Okay.
You saved the town, but you also made the town faint. Congratulations.
They'll be okay.
I'm sure it will be. So what do you, the party, do in this aftermath?
Can Cross
would
just
like
take...
to have,
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Fine. I'd like to have Frank cast Cure Wounds on me. Regenerate my last 8 points. Do I need to roll anything for that?
Wait. You're having Frank cast Cure Wounds on you?
Yes.
How many health points can you use?
Creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, roll me a d8. And what's Frank's
Weird, dude.
spellcasting modifier?
Where do any of this?
You
Okay.
go under spells.
It's wisdom, right?
Well, first open up
Spellcasting.
Frank's character sheet and then just click on the spell. By the way, you did not calculate the damage you took earlier. There you
No,
go.
I didn't know. But
All right, Cure Wounds. Okay, so on the side of your screen, the left side of your screen, there is a toolbar, and one of those should have like a dice-looking symbol, and that should give you a number of dice that you can use.
Yes. Okay.
And what is Frank's spellcasting modifier? That should be on his character sheet.
Yes. Yes, it should be. Modifier is that? Is it just labeled spellcasting or?
It should be just labeled spellcasting. Let me see here. Let's go into his spells. Oh, what's his wisdom modifier?
Was wisdom modifier?
Yeah,
It's
3. All right, so add 3 to that, and you heal back 7 health points.
okay.
You are back at 18. All right,
That
so
is way cool.
what do the rest of you do?
I go back to my cart
You go back to your cart
and feed my horses.
and feed your horses. Okay.
Cross is gonna look for travel at this point. Now that that's been handled, she goes over to one of the villagers that are awake, if they are.
Roll me perception.
Perception. All right. 13.
As you are looking around, you do actually manage to find some of the villagers that are slowly waking up from the shenanigans that happened earlier. And they're all kind of just groggily, so they're just like, ugh, my head.
Cross walks over to one of them.
What just happened?
I did.
You don't want to know.
I feel like I just had an aneurysm, man. Didn't feel good.
I will try
Well-
not to take that personally.
Well, I was wondering if you'd be able to help me with some information.
Oh, yeah, man. What kind of information you looking for?
We're looking for travel to Elven Pride.
Travel. Well, unfortunately, travel has been shut down for the time being. You know, we had some dudes kind of just roll into town and wreck the place, so no one's allowed in or out.
Are you sure you can't make an exception with what we just did?
I mean, I can talk to my boss man about that, dude, but
Where is he?
well, I think he's on the ground right over there. And he kind of just points to a big fat man, kind of just lying on the ground, just completely knocked out.
I look over. Cross looks over to Meryl. Let me handle this. Cross
I
walks
have
over.
that effect on people.
Walks over to that man. Does he wake up or no?
No, he does not wake up.
Does command work on sleeping people?
No, I got this. Cross kicks his side.
Hey, what's going on about here?
You wouldn't want to know, or else you'd probably pass out again.
You might be right, lass.
Now, I was wondering if you'd be able to help me, as we helped you.
Hey, what you need?
Travel. Travel to Elven Pride.
I'd have to have a word with the king about that one. We did just have some ramsackers storm through town on a kraken.
That's wild.
King? But we are a party that is working for the king.
You have your papers.
She pulls them out.
The gentleman takes them and kind of looks at them over and Oh, emissaries of the king. Hmm. It says you've got the gold to pay for it. Well, I'll see what I can do. Water travel's unfortunately out of commission because of what happened. The Kraken wrecked our only water ship, so you'll have to take an airship there.
Very well. Airship is usually faster.
Depends on what you encounter, but yes.
Wait, you mean like up in the air?
Yes. Need I remind you that we are infested with dragons left and right?
Oh, I'm not too concerned about that.
I am.
Alright. Well, it'll take some time to prepare, so... Until then, you're gonna have to find something to do or to wait around. There's a tavern just down south of here, so if you need lodging, there's your best bet.
How long is the wait?
Hard to say, really. I'd have to check the damages. Make sure that the ship itself is operational. And it should be. And if it is, it should only take about an hour or two for inspection.
So give it about a day or two?
Most likely, yeah.
Very well. We'll be at this tavern. You said it's south?
Yeah, just south of here. Should be a few blocks down the road.
Very well.
Neat. What could possibly go wrong?
She turns
That's
around
the
and
thing,
walks
Zug
off.
Zug.
Cute and tug.
Alrighty. So,
Somebody lead the way.
we're all heading to a tavern. We're going to rest there for the night. For a day or two and get rations.
Okay, I will try not to forget my loincloth.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's
he
been
still doesn't
naked
have
this whole
pants.
time.
Yeah,
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Probably why all the
That-
maidens fainted.
That explains too much. That explains way too much.
Cross looks over to Rollin. Bring your horses over to the tavern too. They'd probably be able to brush them up.
Roland's gone.
Oh, I saw his character here.
Um,
My bad. Alrighty.
I should
What happened to
like try and find another loincloth.
Alright, Zug Zug, go look for Rollin then. The rest of us will be at the tavern.
But first, I'm gonna try and find a loincloth. What should I roll?
Roll investigation.
A 2.
Fuck.
I don't think you're getting your loincloth back.
You start looking around for something to put on, and you're finding nothing.
Hey, Squirrel, I need you to hang off of something for a little while, please. Thank you.
He's like Belt!
Nuts!
Oh no.
So, where's the tavern? Here, here. Where?
Where are you guys? It's like over here.
Okay.
So, you're just gonna have a squirrel hanging off your nuts, okay?
I mean, that's where the squirrel wants to be.
Gotta do something, man. Oh my god!
Nuts!
Please don't bite.
But nuts!
You should make a roll.
Roll me animal
Like-
handling.
How about we not?
How tightly is the squirrel holding on?
Oh my god, help me. Okay, moving forward.
Okay, okay.
I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. The squirrel doesn't do anything. It just hangs there.
Anyways.
Yep. Roland, where are you?
I put myself where we started, assuming my cart's still there.
There you go. So you go back to your cart. As you go back to your cart, roll me perception.
That's never good.
Hey.
Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, you got an 18. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Yep. So as you're walking back to your cart, or slithering, I should say, as you're slithering back to your cart, you do notice something under the corner of your eye, on top of one of the buildings. You see a quick figure kind of just disappear in like a flash.
Do I see where he went, or he just like literally just poof?
From your point of view, it looks like he just vanished in thin air.
Any specific like
No.
defining details or whatever?
Nope.
No. Okay. Where was he standing?
Oh no, I've been booped. From your point of view, he was standing on this rooftop over here.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I go investigate. I scale the side of the building.
Okay. Roll me acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yes. Oh damn. All right. So you successfully slither up the side of the building and you make your way to the rooftop.
Do I see anything
No.
there, or
No, it doesn't look like there is anything up there.
Alright, I peer around and where he could have gone and see if I see anything.
Roll me perception.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty lucky.
No, you do not see anything at all.
Ah, okay. Alright. At this point, I feel like I've fed my horses. I go to the bar. I need a drink.
Okay, you go to the bar.
Yeah.
You take your horses with you.
No. Is there any like good place to park them though?
I feel like that would be at the bar.
All right, then I take them to the bar. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you take your horses to the bar. There's a post that you can leave them at. You meet up with everybody else, and oh, I did not prepare that. 1 second. I need a thing. Boop. Okay. So,
Excuse me.
you guys enter the bar. Where are my images? My library, thank you. There we go. That's not what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. I'm running this a little late, so there we go. Okay. I have it. And now I do this. And there you go. Feel free to put your tokens anywhere.
Where is my token?
Oh,
You just have
you
to
drag it
drag
from your library onto the thing.
My library.
The journal.
What's that?
Oh,
So you know how you click on it? You just drag it onto the field.
I'm feeling kind of special.
Me too.
Okay, hold on. I'll fix that for you guys in a second. Let's get Zug Zug on there. And we'll get rolling on there too.
Yeah, I'm dragging.
Right back.
I put you guys on the field.
I feel a little less
okay.
special. I feel a little more special now. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you enter the bar and it's pretty empty, basically. There's like a couple of people at the tables, and there's like a few people sitting around at the bar itself, but it's not really like lively. Like there's like one person in the center of the room who is like kind of just strumming, looks to be like a mandolin of some sort. And then there's just someone at the bar kind of just slowly cutting some sweet rolls up. And then the people that are at the tables, they're kind of just slowly eating and drinking.
Not very lively, huh?
Nope.
I can fix that.
Oh, God.
I
Help
It's like
me.
the perfect time to
I
invoke my
reach into-
entertainment background.
I reach into my backpack and I grab my blanket and I cut off a little loincloth sized piece and I throw it at Zug Zug and I say, I feel bad for the squirrel. Here you go.
Thank you very much. That is very kind. I put the squirrel back on my shoulder and I put the loincloth on.
The squirrel is very happy and just hugs your hair as it's like picking out little bits and pieces.
Thank you, squirrel.
Ooh.
As you guys are doing that, the bartender looks to you and goes, "Hello, welcome to the Sleeping Inn. How can we be of service?"
It does not seem to be very lively in here.
Nope, business has been a little slow. With the town freaking out about the church on fire and the Kraken thing, some of us have just gotten into a depressive state, and unfortunately, we're not very happy with how things are today. It's just not our day.
You would think there'd be more drinking. So, okay.
The town's guard have come in, but that was earlier today. Let's just say they all went home naked and left the pieces of armor over there in the corner. And their
Good.
swords.
Good armor.
There's
Spears.
people running around naked. That's kind of cool.
No, their wives picked them up and they took them home and gave them good
Oh.
rations.
That's unfortunate.
Pretty much is, mate. It didn't end well for them. You know, they got bamboozled by this group. You know, one of them I think was a shapeshifter, turning in from person to person. Another one was a wizard of some sort that, just was there 1 second, disappeared the next, and then there was a witch apparently, tried seducing a bunch of us, didn't end well. And, we also had, this little gnome person, they seem to have been made out of stone or something. They lost a couple of limbs. Yeah, I've got the arm of one of them right here, and he pulls out what looks to be like a rock gnome's arm and puts it on the table. And he left it here nonchalantly one night, and he kind of just walked out after that. He grew it back after 5 hours of eating pure granite, and then there was that was it. That was
Wow,
it.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Can I do a Arcana check to see if that's a magical arm?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I suck at that.
You sense no form of magic coming from this arm whatsoever.
Seems like a piece of rock.
That's what it is, mate. Just a piece of rock, a bit of granite. He also left some poop on the table too the other night. I cleaned it up. Wasn't pretty.
Alright, I need a drink. Do you have any mead?
What kind of mead you need, mate?
Strawberry, cherry.
I got honey.
Yeah, that works. That's
All right.
great.
He then walks to one of the really big kegs in the back and fills up an entire 4-liter tankard of mead, and then just plops it on the table for you. There you go. That'll be 4 gold.
Alright, I toss him 4 gold.
Thank you very kindly. Anything else for the rest of you?
For once, I may actually get a drink.
What would you like, pretty lady?
Dragonberry wine?
Oh, I see. You're one of exotic taste. I might have what you're looking for. Give me one shake. He then goes around behind the kegs. You hear this clamp and this door open as the kegs move aside. Walks in. You hear some crashing about, some thrashing, some bottles being thrown to the side, and he comes back out with 2 cases and kind of just sets them down in front of Cross. How much of this would you need?
Just a glass full. Even though I
Alright.
can't really get drunk. So.
Alright. Let's see here. Let's hope I got the right one. Roll an intelligence check to make sure I did. Let's see here. He pours you a glass and hands it over to you.
Takes a whiff of it and then takes a sip.
Roll me perception and constitution.
Normal.
Yep.
Nat 20.
As you take a whiff, as you take a drink, you notice that this is not what you were looking for. This is, in fact, dragon blood.
She shrugs. Curious to see why you have this, but I won't argue.
Well, it's what you asked for, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's not.
I
I should be asking why you have this.
The barkeep takes a second look at the bottle that he just poured you and realizes what it is. Like, oh. Keep the bottle.
That doesn't answer my question.
He takes the 2 crates and then just runs into the back, and then just the door is closed behind him, and you hear this like
Hey,
click.
can I quickly whip one of my daggers into the shirt and pin him against the wall
Roll me
with my tail?
Roll me dexterity.
Dex, alright.
Oh boy, I think shit's about to get real.
Sorry, I have like a dry spot in the back of my throat, so apologies, stream. Dexterity?
Yeah.
Just a regular dexterity,
Yes.
not a save, okay. 15.
That beats my 6. You successfully throw the dagger at him as he is like running for the door, and you pin his shirt into the keg that he is running past, and he like trips, falls, and then the 2 crates that he had on him kind of just drop on top of him. Let's see here.
Cross is gonna walk over.
Thankfully, the crates don't explode.
Walk over to go behind the bar and put her foot on top of his chest. Now you didn't answer my question.
I start to walk over there.
I'm gonna walk over too and add my intimidating presence.
Oh, I have this, but you could stay behind just in case. Let me have a little bit of fun.
But
I would like to shield Frank's eyes from whatever is about to transpire.
I will stand on the bar instead.
Think you might not want to.
Squirrel,
No.
you're gonna want to watch this.
Now, you didn't answer my question. Where did you acquire this? Because this isn't cheap or easily obtainable. Because I know exactly where it comes from, but I'd like to hear it from you, just to make sure.
I
Can I roll an intimidation?
roll intimidation.
I love this.
Hey, guy, can I glare over her shoulder?
Roll intimidation.
You have a +7?
Yeah, the stats maxed out.
Damn, okay.
Oh, there's a reason.
All right, so you both are kind of just staring over this lowly bartender, and he's just kind of freaking out. He's like, and then you just see steam and liquid kind of like come off from his lower half.
Are we really going to... We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the fun way?
I start to use gape of a serpent.
I'm sorry, what?
This is something I added!
I
Yeah,
kind of
I-
hope he picks the fun way.
I start from his feet and start to work my way up.
That's kind of kinky.
I wasn't going
I hope you realize what I said earlier.
I start. I get close. I don't actually start to.
Oh,
Why
okay.
is his leg steaming? Wait, hold up.
More importantly, why is it liquid coming from it?
Cross. Here, I'm gonna.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna have fun with this. Cross caresses her tail right under the chin and pushes his chin up to look at her face.
You just see his face kind of like turn blood red.
It'll just taste weird. I'll deal with it.
Shit, Chris.
That's wild.
Now, tell me where you obtained this dragon blood wine.
As you ask that question, you hear a knock at the front door.
Meryl, can you go see what that is?
Nobody's home.
Doors by the stairs, right?
No, the front door.
Oh, that way. Okay.
That's the front.
I stopped using Gabe.
I kind of like slightly open the door, see who's outside.
As you open the door, you see this like hooded figure, and he just kind of leans in and goes, "Is this place open for business?"
It's a.
Go with a no.
Oh no. We're just about to close. You know, we're cleaning up everything, so don't really accept new people coming in.
Roll me
Oh.
a strength save.
Ooh.
Ooh. Save, right?
Yes, strength save.
15.
Okay. So you managed to stay upright, but you cannot stop this man from busting in through the door and pushing you aside. I said, is this place open for business?
Who's asking? We're a bit busy.
Oh, just a bunch of hunters, that's all. And the people that were inside already kind of just stand up and turn towards you guys.
Oh. Bye.
Well, you see, no would be short answer.
Out comes them all. Squirrel, you might want to hide behind my hair. This might get messy.
The squirrel just ducks into your hair.
Do you see anything coming from behind, Squeal?
Let the individual come up. There's no need to fight unless there is a reason.
I'm just ready for the reason. That's all.
I start walking back to the front of the store, past to the front of the bar.
Just keep your guard up.
As the man walks up and in behind the bar, the other hunters kind of follow and stay at the bar.
Keep your guard up. I keep my foot on the individual still. My tail still up against its the neck.
Meanwhile, the guy who walked in kind of walks up to you and goes, I see one of you has reason behind their brains, if any at all. So I suppose I'm addressing you.
Interested in what matter? I just asked a simple question.
Well, you appear to be holding my business partner here hostage, so I would ask you to release him.
Possibly, depending on if I get my answer. And that's all I'm looking for. A simple answer of where your business partner obtained such exquisite drinks.
Oh, you don't need to bother yourself with such trivialities. No, I think it would be best if you left the building and pretend none of this ever happened.
Oh, what am I going to say about that? Let's Let me think.
Zug went to smash.
Can I possibly cast command?
You can try.
Okay.
Can I quickly cast darkness?
What does that do again?
Darkness? Here you go.
Zug cast flatulence and belching.
God.
Roll me dexterity. Let's see here.
That wouldn't be constitution.
Oh shit. First you say it, then you do it.
All the hunters kind of turn to Zug and kind of just raise an eyebrow, hearing the farts and the burps. As for the two spells, before we get to the darkness, Meryl, what are you trying to command?
Trying to get him to like elaborate on what he's saying.
Okay, so I have to roll, what, a wisdom save?
That's a wisdom save.
Okay, what's your spell modifier?
Spell modifier is 4.
You try whispering the word elaborate, and the hunter that you're whispering this to kind of looks to you and just smiles. I'm sorry, but your lily magics won't work on me.
I got something that might.
I raise a finger just as a hold. And I just have a light grin. And I go to cast darkness.
Okay, so how does darkness work?
60 feet.
Within 60 feet?
Magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range of a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. The darkness spreads around corners. A creature with dark vision can't see through the darkness, and his non-magical light can illuminate it.
Okay, so you lift your finger into the air, and just this cloud of darkness begins to spread from the shadows of the room, and it just begins filling
here.
around.
Just the two of us. Mm-hmm. Well, the three.
Yeah, it basically just envelops the three of you. And the other hunters kind of look towards the rest of the group, and they pull up arms.
Well, shit just got real.
Oh, there we go. Oh, mine did not go through, which was weird.
Well, as far as I'm aware, you aren't in combat.
Oh, no. Oh, because I'm doing something specific.
Yes. Meanwhile, everybody else is in the middle of a fist fight.
All right.
Well, no, not Zug.
Why not Zug?
Because Zug already had his maul out.
Fair point. All right. So, Frank goes first. Meryl, what does Frank do?
I'm gonna have Frank do the nimble escape as a racial thing.
Okay, what does that do?
You can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action of each of your turns.
Okay, so what do you do?
Hide under the bar.
Way to go, Frank.
You want Frank to hide under the bar. Roll stealth at disadvantage.
Stealth, that's it. Fuck.
And then those two are going to have to roll perception when it becomes their turn.
Hang on, BRB.
You're good. What is those guys' passive perceptions? 10. So that one won't see shit. And then the. Why is that one taking so long to load? There we go. I don't want table of contents. I want character sheet. There we go. Passive perception 13. So the Knoll will see it, but the other one will not. So the Knoll sees Frank going under the table, but the redhead hunter does not. So Frank is now under the table. Are you gonna have Frank do anything else? Hello?
He's thinking.
One of these things is not like the others.
Nope.
Oh wait, I could have used the Blessing of the Trickster gives me advantage on all stealth dexterity checks.
Well, you could have used it. A little late
Oh, well.
now.
Have to remember that for next time because that goes for both Merle and Frank.
Is that going to end Frank's turn then?
Yeah, that'll just end Frank's turn.
All right. The Blood Hunter then goes and runs up to Meryl. Blood Hunter. Let's see here. Multi-attack. Attacks twice with a weapon. What's your AC, Meryl?
AC is 18.
What?
AC is 18.
Okay, so the first attack hits, but the second attack misses. So you take 11 points of damage.
So that'll bring me down to
7.
7.
Yep, you're at 7 hit points now.
Wee.
That is going to end that one's turn. By the way, it is now your turn.
Okay.
And what do you do?
Trying to see if I should use a cantrip or just bludgeon him.
Well, I mean, you just took 7 hit points of damage. So, no, not 7. You took 11 hit points of damage.
And that is true. I try and get him to join my religion.
What?
Oh my god.
Can I try to get him to join my religion?
The man literally just struck you with a great sword. And you want him to join your religion.
And I am showing mercy.
Okay, go ahead. See what happens.
I told you about our.
Which skill?
Okay.
He's literally gonna make a cult.
Roll me
Is it-
charisma.
Charisma. Okay.
Wouldn't that be persuasion?
Oh yeah, persuasion. Roll me a persuasion check.
And then you'll probably have to say what you're gonna say.
Okay, that's an 11.
How's your persuasion so low?
Because I have a 0 in charisma.
Okay, what do you say? What do you say?
My good sir, I shall give you this moment of mercy. If you pledge your life to Mask the God of Thieves, we shall steal pounds of gold, and we shall build up our temples, and we shall live like kings.
A good speech.
Mate, I just struck you with a great sword. And you're offering me this?
Yes, my good sir, I am a merciful cleric.
Man, I feel bad now. I'm sorry, mate. You said mounds of gold?
Mountains of gold.
You said temples?
Temples, sir.
The fuck am I doing? He throws his sword to the ground and he's just like, alright, I'm in.
Oh my flipping god.
Good job. Good choice.
I rolled a nat 1 in case anyone is ever asking.
I was wondering about that.
Just curious.
I was like, how did he...
My rolls today have been absolute shit.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain.
Gilden's like, wait, is this a repeat of my converting of the bandits?
Well, I mean, Gilded, with you converted an entire group of bandits. Meryl just converted one.
Hey, give him time. The encounter's not over yet.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Is that going to end your turn? Meryl?
Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, I was about to say, because you still have movement, you still have an attack. You can still do stuff. It's just you've converted a blood hunter to your cause.
Does he have the ability to cure light
Actually-
wounds on himself?
Actually, wait.
Because what you should do is get yourself the fuck out of there.
I agree.
Because you're not going to provoke an attack of opportunity from your newfound friend. So
Save me, runs under the table.
I would run for the stairs myself, but
I mean, there's plenty of food.
because you can still do stuff at range, right, Tristan?
could I do invoke duplicity to create like a distraction of myself and then run away?
Sure. Roll that at disadvantage.
Skill would that be?
That is a good question. What's the thing you're doing? It's a spell, I assume.
No, it's a last thing.
Oh, it's a class thing. Channel Divinity, Invoke, Duplicity. Starting at level 2. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so roll me stealth to get out of there at disadvantage, mind you, unless you're gonna use your thing.
I'm gonna use my thing.
Okay, then roll it at advantage. So, roll stealth.
I mean, the blessing of the trickster is a passive thing.
Oh, it is? Okay, then yeah, just roll at advantage at this point. Oh wait, you're in heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it counters it. You're rolling it at disadvantage
okay.
either way.
Wait, if he's doing advantage, wouldn't it be regular? Because
Yeah, go ahead and roll it regularly. But again, you are wearing heavy armor, so that's going to automatically put you in disadvantage either way. Yeah, see what I mean?
oh, okay. So I mean, he rolled twice, so you can always take the middle number.
I'll just take the 9.
Or you could challenge it. Those are your options.
Hey, Ted.
Nice.
Shush.
My dog will be barking.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that.
Okay. So, Tristan, what do you do?
Do the invoke duplicity.
Okay, so you leave a duplicate of yourself, and you walk away. But everybody sees you walk away, and they're all kind of just confused why there's two of you now.
With it, bitches.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just like, what? What? Like, they know it's a duplicate and everything. They see what you've done, and now it's just like, why? Is that going to end your turn?
Marijuana. That's gonna end my turn.
Okay. The Knoll Hunter, who just witnessed this entire scenario happen, is kind of just scratching his head. And it's like,
Hey, you're supposed to be on our side. Why are you betraying us like this?
and he runs up to the Blood Hunter. The Blood Hunter is like, well, simply because opportunity called for it, and because I'm sick and tired of being a hunter, I'd rather be a thief and, you know, just have mounds of gold. And this man brought a very good opportunity to me. So, you know what? Fuck all of you. Fuck off. And I will slay all of you that try and get in my way at this point. So if you don't agree with what I am doing, fuck off.
Wait. Could the Blood Hunter go on and recruit more hunters? Join my cause.
You want the Blood Hunter to do...
I want my disciple to do my bidding.
Oh, okay. Oh, heaven help me. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Where is the... Oh, wait, I have to do it like this because the Knoll Hunter's being glitchy with me. Thank you! Okay, the Knoll Hunter looks to the Blood Hunter, and the Blood Hunter's like, mate, if you just stop and join me, we can have, like, mountains of gold. We can leave this left behind. We can make a life for ourselves, mate. And then old hunter kind of just scratches his head, and he's just like,
You make a good point, but I don't agree with it. So I'm sorry, but it's gotta be this way.
let's see here. Multi-attack makes 2 bite, spear, or longbow attacks. Okay, so bite is a 1d4 plus 2. Okay. Move that over here. So it's going to bite at oh, wait a minute. I have to roll this first. So it's going to bite at the Blood Hunter, completely miss and fail that. And then he's going to try and attack again. Well, there we go.
Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Alrighty then.
Why is there a dice roller right here? Here you go. And what's his other attack do? It was the longsword. No, spear. Two-handed. 1d8 plus 2. Okay, cool. 1d8. And he's going to deal 5 points of damage to the Blood Hunter. Which the Blood Hunter kind of just like, Oi! Hey, that hurt! You nibbled my arm!
Yeah, you deserved it.
Mate, you're about to reach a full fountain of fury from me.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do about it?
We'll see what happens. Zug Zug, it is now your turn.
What about Roland?
Roland.
Oh, he's after me?
Yeah, he's after you.
Okay. Let's see here. These are 5 feet squares?
Yes, these are 5 feet squares.
All right, so...
Yes, that table is about 10 feet long, or 10 feet wide.
Okay, big table.
Yeah, right? Look at the size of the food.
Jesus.
5 square foot turkey.
Yep.
Mr. No Hunter, you have made a very poor decision.
Hey.
Now you are going to pay for it.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm done talking.
I'm confused.
Oh, you're going to be really confused here in a moment. Holy shit.
Roll the damage. Roll the damage. Roll the damage.
Oh.
If he survives that, I will be... Cause don't I get to add, or is it...
No, hold on. It automatically calculates all of that.
Okay.
13 plus 8, that is...
Oh, yeah, because there's 3 dice there.
21.
It's not 21.
This?
Oh, it is 21.
Yeah.
Alright. So the Knoll Hunter just gets smacked in the face. I'm going to have him roll a Constitution save, which he fails. And he is just like teetering and teetering. You know, you see like Tweety birds flying around his head before he eventually just falls down. And he's just like, I thought I saw a putty cat. And he's just lying on the ground. He's not dead. He's still breathing, but he's not dead. He's just
unconscious.
No, he's not even unconscious. He's just lying there.
1 HP.
All right, well, y'all know what comes next.
Oh, no, what are you doing?
Intimidation.
Intimidation check. I'm going to scare the fuck out of everybody else, hopefully.
Okay.
Or not.
No.
So, here's what happens. What do you say to them?
Well, I'm just going to do my usual thing. I'm just going to lick all the blood off my maul and just go, you guys need to go before I kill you all. And it probably comes out, you guys need to run away.
Oh, no. I know you rolled, but, like, tell them what you say. Like, talk to them.
You all have made a bad choice and you need to run away before I kill you all.
Okay. So, here's what happens. The other hunters and, literally everybody else in the room except for, your players, they all kind of look to Zug Zug and they all just start blushing. They're just like, oh, whoa, Did it just get hot in here?
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god.
What is happening here?
Zug Zug the Charmer.
I am a rather attractive half-orc.
So yeah,
I do have that effect on people.
the hunters just put down their arms and they just like come up to you and they just start caressing you. They're just like, "Yo, dude, where was that before?"
It was right here all along. This is fucking weird. Can we not? Can we not, please?
Yeah, we can.
This is kind of uncomfortable. I am not going to lie. This is weird.
That's okay. The hunters kind of just look at the situation, just like, "Yeah, we're done."
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this. Group hug, everybody. Group hug. And then I'm kind of looking at kill these fuckers now.
Am I able to resist the temptation of Zug Zug?
Yeah, you resisted just fine. You're fine.
No.
You are perfectly fine.
No.
Yeah, we don't need that.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
The only one not affected is the main hunter, right?
He can't even see it.
Okay, good.
He doesn't even know what's going on.
Oh, I have something.
No, he's surrounded
special
in
for
darkness.
him. Yeah, I have something special for him.
I bet you do.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting.
All right, so that's basically going to end the encounter because the hunters at this point are just like, "This has gotten too weird. We're done. Just good luck. We're out of here." They all just leave except for the blood hunter that has like joined Meryl's cause. Oh,
Well,
and the one
you
that's
know,
unconscious.
And the guy.
That's got to be the best fail ever.
That is the best fail.
That is the best fail ever.
I'm so confused.
So am I.
I start banging my head against the table again.
Roll me a
I'm gonna
strength
join him.
check.
I'm gonna join him on this one because that was fucking weird.
Both of you roll me strength checks.
This fucking punk. Fuck.
How many times do you bang your head on the thing?
Apparently, just once.
3 to 5.
Oh no, that's not why I had you roll.
Is this a strength save or
All right. For every hit that you hit, bang your head on the wall, except for Chris, you take 6 points of damage. That is how
seems a bit
hard you.
That seems a bit excessive.
I just rolled a d6 at that point, so I'd say you just hit your head on the table and leave it at that.
You didn't realize there's a nail in the table and you kept hitting your head?
Ow. Ow.
Alright.
Alright, so that ends that encounter.
Now on to this. Time to cause horror.
Yep. Alright, so going back to Cross and the other hunter. Jeez Louise. The hunter sees that he's now shrouded in darkness and looks to Cross and goes, "Ah, yeah. I see you've got some other tricks up your sleeve."
Would he be able to see her because it's magical darkness?
No, he can't see you at all.
Oh, okay, just in the general direction.
He's just spouting.
Okay. Let me see. What do I want to do? Okay.
I will say, if you do try to attack him, that will engage another encounter.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, okay.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I have plans.
I'm sure you do.
Okay. Now with... I'm just reading something quick.
Okay. And while she's doing that, Dad, I will say, there have been weirder shit happen in this campaign. And in my other previous campaigns as well. Need I remember at the time I hurt your soul.
Okay. So, can Cross go around? Because it's darkness. So, he cannot see, but she can see clear as day. She walked behind the hunter.
Roll me stealth.
We're working
Granted, because it's darkness and because, you know, his vision is blurred, it would be at advantage. Okay, now I roll perception. Which I roll an at 1 on. Fuck. Okay.
Right. And then she is going to. You know what? She's feeling a little. Do you want to do that?
I don't know, do you want to do that? By all means, do a thing.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be a fucker, and I'm gonna do it.
All right, this is
He
your playing
feels-
field.
He feels. I'm gonna grip the back of his neck hard, and I'm going to use this. Chitonic Siphon.
Let's see. Does that beat his AC? Yes, it does. Surprisingly, it does. What is this repeating attack thing? What are you two doing?
We clicked show spell description.
Oh.
Oh, is it being weird? Oh, there we go.
No, I'm seeing it here. I don't know if you guys can see what I put.
I can see what you
I
put.
just saw it now.
Okay.
All right. And she just goes, to answer the comment that he made. Oh, I have many tricks up my sleeve. It just takes the right person to invoke them. He just feels the grip of nails into his neck and that awful energy ripping into him.
Okay, so you have now invoked a counter.
Yep. Oh wow, 11 and 10.
Yep, so he goes first. And let's see here. First, he is going to make a strength save.
Oh, on the grip?
Yeah,
Do I need to make a strength
a strength check, yes.
normal?
Yes, but first, what's the damage that you deal with that Chitonic Siphon?
Cast at what level? We're gonna cast.
Because you did successfully, you know, grip him and
Yeah, I'm still learning how to use this.
Yeah, because this spell, this spell in particular was actually a tricky one to put in. We had to homebrew it into Roll20.
It's been approved.
It was approved, and it functions very strangely.
I'm gonna start with it being a cantrip. I don't know if this is correct. If it's not, I'll redo it. There we go.
That's fine. So you deal 3 points of damage to him?
Yeah. Just something small.
Alright.
But it goes right here. The creature must then make a DC.
15.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this.
It's a charisma save?
Yeah, on hit and on half of the moon. See, make a melee spell attack against a creature within your grasp. On hit, target takes, and on hit, the target takes 1d6 necrotic damage. And you regain hit points equal to half of the amount of necrotic damage dealt. Until the spell ends, you can make the attack again on each of your turns as an action.
So,
And then you have to make a DC charisma saving throw.
I believe he makes that saving throw.
Yeah. So it's just. What is it? If failed, target is stunned until concentration is broken, spell ends, or falls unconscious.
And if they succeed?
If they succeed, I don't think I wrote that in.
No, you did not write that in.
If the creature hits 0, falls unconscious.
Yeah, so I'm going to go on the whim and say if they succeed, they actually manage to break the connection and break out of your grip.
Alright, that's fine. I'll have to update that.
So.
Yep.
Again, a work in progress.
No, that's fine. So he's gonna go now, and he kind of just quickly turns around as he pushes away from you, and he just goes, "This is going to be so much fun." And he's going to
Everyone
attack with his glaive.
I think they all miss. My armor.
Yeah, what's your
class-
AC?
My armor class is a 13, so the first one does hit.
Okay, so the first one hits. All right, you take 9 points of slashing damage.
Right? 8, so that would put me at 8. I got it. Oh, did I fuck up?
I put the thing in for you.
Oh, my bad. My
Yeah.
bad. Okay, that was my bad. I clicked maximum hit point in.
Yeah, no, I don't ever edit the health in the character sheet. I always do it from the token.
Okay.
All right. So he kind of just laughs and snickers as he he can't see you. He kind of just is attacking blindly and looking around, and so he's walking around and he's like, "I don't know where you're at. I don't know what you're doing, but you have no idea who you're messing with."
I don't think you understand who you're messing with either.
Oh, dearie, dearie, dearie. Oh, sweetheart, please. I've dealt with much bigger warlocks than you.
That's what she said.
That's
You're
what
messing with
Alrighty. It's just a back and forth at this point, so.
Yep, so it is now your turn.
Alright. Cross is gonna go around again. Just up here.
Okay. He can't see you, so...
Mm-hmm. And then what she's gonna do is she's gonna play it a little more safe. And she is going to do, since she has the materials, you know what? You know what? Just Alright. She is going to cast a one-time spell
Okay.
due to one of her features and traits.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. Okay. So she's going to cast this.
And... Oh, she's gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Chaos
Whoa.
Bolt.
What's this guy's AC? Yeah, that hits.
Yes. So with Chaos Bolt, so with that hitting, I'm just reading this because I have to roll something else. Choose one of the d8s.
Well, no, you roll and then it should automatically.
Oh, and then it
calculate
should
that in.
automatically. Okay,
Yeah.
I've never used it, so that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
So yeah, just go ahead and roll the damage because you do hit.
She just goes, I don't think you understand who you're dealing with, or what you're dealing with. And she's going to cast this at... Yeah, holy shit, thunder.
That's a double 8. So yeah, that's
Plus
thunder.
2.
But the thing with Chaos Bolt is that if it does a double, it bounces off to another person or another enemy. And right now, there's only 2 other people in this entire place that would be counted as an enemy.
Yeah, and that's the bar person, and that's fine.
No, that's not the bar person. Bar person is just a bystander at this point. You know, there's the Null Hunter and the Blood Hunter. So you're gonna have to roll that damage
Lovely
again.
disciple.
Yes.
Let's see, hold on. Make a new roll.
And I have to roll to see which one that hits.
So chaotic energy leaves from target to a different creature of your... With my choice.
Oh, with your choice. My bad.
Within 30 feet.
Well, let's see here. I believe those are within 30 feet
No.
of the hunter.
I
Yes,
think
one
it's
of them
from-
is. The Knoll Hunter is.
The one that's already pretty much dead.
Yeah.
From the target. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll do the Knoll Hunter, I guess.
Well, the Knoll Hunter's the only one within range, so.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I've never used this, so that's why I'm figuring
Oh,
it
that's
out.
fine. Go ahead and roll the damage again. Meanwhile, this guy takes 18 points of damage.
2 and 2. Oh, no. 2, 4. Okay.
All right, so what's the bigger number? 4.
4.
That is 4
Oh, wait. No, it's 4 plus 2 plus 2.
What's the...
No, 2.
No.
It's the 8.
It's 4, so you take the higher number with Chaos Bolt. So that 4 plus 2, that's the 2d8.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the damage type.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
The 2d8s is what determines the damage type.
Oh, so it's 2 different damage types.
Well, you get one or the other.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
how
I
it
get to
works.
Pick. Okay.
No, you don't get to pick.
No, between the 2.
No, you don't. The damage type is determined by the 2d8s.
Okay, so it's 2 different attacks. So
No,
like
it's
a
not 2
four-
different attacks.
Not 2
It
different
says
attacks.
choose
2
one of the
different. Choose one of the d8. So I can pick which d8 I
Yeah.
want.
Oh,
That's what I
Oh,
was trying
my
to
bad, sorry.
say. Yeah.
I didn't read that.
So 2 or a 4. 2.
Ready, fight!
So,
So we're gonna go at cold.
all right. So here's what happens. It bounces off of this guy, goes through the clouds, and hits this guy for 8 points of damage. He's like just waking up. He's like just getting up, and he's like, what happened? And then he gets hit with a blast of icy cold, and then you just see this like frozen statue standing next to you guys.
And then I have to do one.
Sucks to
other
be you,
thing.
dude.
I think I have to do one other thing due to it being a part of something. Aberrant.
At
When
this
you
point,
cast the first level spell, you can expend one of your hit die and roll it. Roll even under you gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled.
Oh, you have that ability.
Yes,
Okay,
that
so-
is what I use.
Go ahead and click on it. Let me read it.
That ability.
Yes, that is what I use.
So she is using Aberrant Dragon Work. So whatever damage she does, she can heal back a portion of it, essentially.
Yes, this was really manipulated in a certain way that him and I had to craft a bit and alter a few things.
Yeah. All right.
So now I'm gonna use a hit die and I'm gonna roll it.
Go ahead.
Alright. I have 1 hit die left. So I need to roll a d8.
Yes.
Ah, shit.
So you gain 1 hit point.
Oof.
No. That's not. If I roll an odd number, one random creature within 30 feet of you, not including you, takes force damage equal to the number rolled.
And how much
creature-
feet?
30 feet. So it can be him. It's 1 force damage.
Well, let's see here. 30 feet is... He's the only one within 30 feet, so yeah, he takes 1 force damage.
Yeah.
-1. So he's gonna feel all this damage, and he's just going to like kind of chuckle and be like, "Oh, that tickled! Oh, that tickled! Oh, you sure you know what you're doing?" You sure you know what you're dealing with?
Do you know what level this guy is?
No, you don't.
You
Well,
don't.
it's his turn.
Yep.
Everyone outside of the mist, are we able to hear what they're saying? Or
Yes, you are able to hear. You can't see what's going on in there, but you can hear what's going on in there.
All right, I walk in.
Arc vision can't pierce it, right?
Babe, can they walk in?
Oh, wait, can we?
They can if they want. Be very careful though.
You may have to roll a Constitution check.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Here.
Let me read up what that darkness
Here,
does
I'm looking.
again.
You can walk into it. It's darkness. But you cannot see.
Yeah, you just can't see.
Yeah, you can walk in, but you won't be able to see anything.
Alright, I'll walk in, I guess. I hop over the table, just this little corner over here.
Okay. Do me a favor.
I'll do initiative.
Yeah,
next
go
round, I
ahead
guess.
and roll your initiative now. So this is one of the few times individual initiative comes into play.
21, so. It
So can we
depends.
jump in?
Yeah,
So
you
wait.
can totally jump in at any given time. You just have to roll initiative afterwards.
Heh.
Dude doesn't know that.
So
the
hold
blood
on. Would it
hunter
be?
changed.
It would be the hunter. Then me, then Rollin, because it's that, or is it?
Well, yeah, because it has to go through the turns
Oh my God.
as is. Zug Zug would be going last either way.
Fuck.
Yep.
Right.
Anyone else wish to enter the Shroud of Darkness and not be able to see but try to fight?
Yeah, so, dude doesn't know that everyone, like the blood hunter, changed, right?
Absolutely not.
So, could I disguise myself as the blood hunter and enter?
Oh.
Sure.
Alright, I will most certainly be doing that.
Okay, so you're gonna disguise self and walk in?
Yeah, where is myself? Where could have Frank do that? I'm gonna risk Frank now.
You
I'm racing Frank.
okay?
Self-including clothing or belongings on your person look different until the spell ends. Until use your action to dismiss it. See 1 foot shorter, taller, and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you. Changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. For example, if you use the spell to add a hat to your outfit, objects can pass through the hat. Anyone who touches it would feel nothing or would feel your head and hair. If you use this spell to appear thinner than you are, the hand of someone who reaches out to touch you would bump into while it was seemingly still in midair. To discern that you are distinguished, a creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed an intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC.
Okay.
What was the freaking thing again?
I
Basic-
don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but isn't it like dark in there?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
nobody
can't
can
see.
but
But
I
would it disguise his voice as well?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's worth. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
That's the funny thing about disguise
roll.
self. It disguises everything. But it's
Okay.
only an illusion.
Need to roll anything?
No, not really.
Right, then I'll just walk right in here, disguised as a blood hunter.
Go ahead and roll your initiative.
You just got to roll better than me, man.
Just roll better than everybody else. Although one of those is going to be pretty hard to beat.
The
You know-
skill or
It's on your character sheet.
yeah, that's a skill.
No, it's not a skill. It's like in that middle section at the top. Should be listed as INT.
Got it.
There you go. And you have a 13, so you are definitely going over here. All right, so the hunter is going. It's his turn currently. Ooh. All right, so he's gonna do this blindly. Oh, he has spells too. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so he's doing. So he's going to. He's in the center of this entire circle essentially, and with every creature within 30 feet of him must succeed a Wisdom saving throw. So everybody, roll me a Wisdom save.
Should be
Oh,
really
BKB.
easy for me.
22. Oof.
Oh, wait, shit. I have advantage on all saving.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, sucks. No.
All right, so Roland and
I think the squirrel's smarter than I am.
I'd have to roll an intelligence check for that later. So Roland and Zug, you guys just feel this like overwhelming presence of fear enter your body, and you are now frightened for your next turn.
Well, that sucks.
Yep.
Frightened do.
So frightened basically paralyzes you. You can't move. Every time it becomes your turn, you have to make a wisdom saving throw to become unfrightened.
Gotcha.
On the upside, you don't have to roll at its advantage.
This is new.
I still have an illusion, don't I?
Oh, wait. If a frightened enemy ends its turn more than 30 feet away from the hunter, the enemy can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success. Oh, okay, so while you're within 30 feet of him, unfortunately you two are very frightened.
Like permanently for the rest of the encounter?
According to this,
Walk
yes.
You can run away, right?
Yeah, you're allowed to run away. You're allowed to walk out. And you won't lose your initiative or anything.
But we have to go farther than 30 feet away to make that saving throw.
Yes, you have to go farther than
you
30
have
feet.
to be behind the bar.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta wait to do that on our turn, right?
Yeah, you have to wait till your turn. But Zerat, this hunter basically is just going to laugh as he just like exuberates this frightening presence and goes, "Please, this is child's play compared to what I've dealt with." And that is just going to end his turn. Cross, you're up.
All right. Is he facing his back to me?
Roll me perception.
All right, perception at advantage.
For
or-
you, yes.
Damn.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's facing like not towards you, but like slightly to your left. I think that no, right. Sorry, right.
Let me see.
Metasaxia kicked in for a second. I felt very bad.
It runs in the family.
It's okay.
That sucks.
Blame you, Dad.
Oh, now we got a family affair.
Alright, you know what?
It's all your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Just
is.
kidding.
It's okay. We still love you, Dad.
Love you too.
Yeah, she's gonna have.
All right. So what are you up to, Cross?
Alright, she's gonna go around, get behind. And.
Okay, you are now facing in front of him.
Okay, that's in front. Is that behind?
Yes.
She is going to. Just gonna try this one more time. You know what? Yeah.
What's up?
No, I'm just reading something super fast.
Okay. What are you reading?
Speed is uncanny.
I know, right?
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what she's doing. That's why my head is like off camera.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
All right, you do that. Babe.
Okay. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Alright. She's gonna do. She's gonna start crackling energy in her hand.
Okay.
She's gonna go Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Does that hit? Yes, that hits.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Eldritch Blast. Now it's 9 plus 5
Why is it 9 plus 5?
because I have I have Agonizing Blast.
Can you put that on screen, please?
Yep.
When you cast Eldritch Blast, where did this come from?
Level 3. Level 3. Eldritch Invocations. 9 plus 5.
Fuck. Okay. Alright, so you deal 14 points of damage to this guy. There we go.
Do you call that
Is that a
child's
smoosh?
play? Because I don't think that felt nice, now did it?
Oh, please, that was but a tickle. Alright, Roland, your turn. Is he back?
Oh, I don't think he is.
I don't think he's back from taking a piss.
Worst case, when he comes back, you can just have him go.
Alright. Meryl, your turn.
Since I have the voice of the Blood Hunter and he doesn't know that the Blood Hunter is with me.
No, he has absolutely no idea.
Alright. Obviously, the Blood Hunter's on a lower chain of command than whatever this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
So, try and, like, get his trust. And, like, can believe that I'm actually the Blood Hunter.
Oh, wait, hold on. Roland is back.
If
My turn? I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's your turn. Alright.
Alright.
We're gonna hold on Meryl. I'm sorry, Meryl.
gives me more time to think.
Alright, so I can't see shit, right?
No, you cannot see shit and you're currently frightened.
Yes. I I slither out to the front of the bar,
Okay.
find my drink, which I'm assuming is right there.
Yep.
Do my saving throw and finish my drink.
Okay.
Liquid
Roll,
courage.
roll that wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Oh, okay.
Let me read back what that save is supposed to be. Yep, you pass. You are no longer frightened.
And then do that
Dirty
take up my
drink.
action? I'm assuming.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Yeah, that takes up your move speed, so you're kind of stuck out there.
Alright, cool. Sweet.
Unless you want to take a dash action and move back in.
I'll take a dash action and move back in.
Okay. And that'll sadly end your turn.
Yep, that'll be it.
Back to Meryl.
Okay,
Oddly enough, it's already mostly in order. So what do you do, Meryl?
I'm probably just gonna yell out to him and, like, ask what you want me to do, boss, or whatever.
Roll me charisma. Or persuasion.
That was at advantage, my bad.
That's okay. Go ahead and re-roll.
Fortunately.
10.
Okay. Wow.
Are you?
My dice hate me. Alright, so he buys your act and he's like,
Oh, good, you're still alive. Help me find this pest. Search around.
Okay. See what I can do here.
bear in mind, this
Straight
is darkness, so
frost.
you cannot see.
Okay. Can I use Mind Link with Cross? But we can talk without actually talking.
Do you have a second connection to Cross?
Mind Link with the race Kalash Star. You can speak telepathically to any creature you see, provided the creature is within a number of feet of you equal to 10 times your level. So 20 feet. You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand your telepathic utterances, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. When you're using this trait to speak telepathically to a creature, you can use the action to give the creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for 1 hour or until you end the effect of the action. Action.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say it's safe to say that yes, you can do that with Cross.
Alright, so I just mind link with Crush and say, okay, what do you want me to do?
I'll need some help. But I think the best plan of action is to make it seem like there's more than one attack going on from me. Because he doesn't know that you are in here.
We share any spells. I have Pull the Dead is, I think, the only attacking spell.
It'll still work.
Yeah. It's a cantrip, so.
Okay, so.
One creature you see within range, and the sound.
Oh, well, that's the problem with it. You can't see him.
See.
Ah, okay.
Keep his attention.
Frank has Chaos Bolt.
You want Frank to shoot blindly in? Okay.
Oh, shit.
Or Frank could use Mage Hand and, like, swat the air.
No, that won't do anything. This is darkness.
Okay.
It might appear as a cloud of darkness, but unfortunately, this is like literal darkness. This is like the absence of light.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have. Actually, I don't know, because if I miss, then it might hit me and kill me.
I mean, at this point, you can just shoot in the dark.
They don't need to know what the spell is. As long as it's a hit, he can't see. I'm the only one who can see.
Can I do a stupid?
Do stupid. Do it. Do it.
So you know how Frank has produced flame, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Would he possibly throw that flame?
Zug Zug does not want to die.
He could.
Hold on, I need to read something.
But yeah. Yeah, you can hurl the
Non-magical
flame.
light can't illuminate it. So...
That's right. Non-magical light cannot illuminate inside the darkness.
What about when it catches everything else on fire? It's
That...
still magical, or does
No.
it just become
No, that would not be magical.
regular fire? If it only hits the hunter,
And the hunter becomes on fire. Everybody would be able to see him.
yeah.
No. It wouldn't be, because it's non-magical. So, non-magical fire cannot illuminate darkness.
Oh.
I thought it was magical fire can.
I
Thought
thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh, well then.
Then, fuck it. Frank just does that and throws fire in there. Do we need to roll anything?
Yes. Roll the attack. Frank can't see into it, so it would be at disadvantage.
Okay, so it would be at disadvantage.
Flickering Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right.
5 and a 2.
Let's see here. Who do we have in that line of fire?
Zug Zug or Meryl.
Meryl, Zug Zug, Cross, and the Hunter. All 4 of you need to make me a dexterity save.
Advantage.
What
with me
the
since
fuck
I
did
can
he just
see
do?
it?
So,
He basically threw fire into the
Point of
cloud.
fate.
Oh
There.
Jesus, that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
At coin
All right,
of
so you said
fate.
dexterity save, right?
Yes, dexterity
Hold on,
save.
he wants to coin a fade it.
You want to coin of fade it?
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Okay,
that-
hold that dexterity.
Does that go for
It goes for any roll. You can change any roll into either a nat 20 or a nat 1. So, here we go.
Okay, but-
You ready?
since I have like 2 character sheets,
No, so
I
you still
just-
only get one.
both of them.
You still only get
Okay.
one.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna use that because
Okay.
if I
You ready?
fuck that up,
Here we go.
So,
Let's see what happens. Motherfucker. The hand that gives.
Yes.
Also
that
takes
is-
away.
No. Well, I mean, yes, but like it landed on the hand that gives. So therefore, that roll that he made for the fire, instead of being a 4, automatically becomes a nat 20. And because it is now a nat 20, it hits the hunter directly and produces flame on the hunter, and the hunter has now become visible for the rest of you to see.
Oh wait, is he visible? 'Cause
Well,
is
he
it-
used fire by a magical means, so
I'll take it. I'll take it.
so
Okay.
then do I roll for the damage?
yes, roll for the damage.
Come on.
Yeah, do it. No, multiply it by 2. So roll it like normal and then multiply it by 2.
Yeah, that would be
It's
produce
very
flame.
stuck.
That's magical. Okay.
Damage increases by 1d8 when you reach
Again,
base level. Okay,
learning.
call that
No, you're fine.
1d8 fire damage. Okay.
Now, if that fire were to spread to something else, that fire would then become not magical. Alright, so you do 2 points of damage.
Okay.
But he is now on... Wait, no, hold on. No, he's not. I gotta roll this. Okay, he's on fire. So yeah, he's on
everyone
fire,
can see him.
and everyone in the thing can see him now.
I'm assuming that he'd be able to see me a little bit.
No.
No?
No. He cannot see you whatsoever.
Okay.
He is effectively blind to his surroundings, even the fact that he's on fire. He felt the damage, but he doesn't know that he is on fire.
So would that be like each turn he takes more damage, or
Yes. Every turn, he is going to take 7 points of damage.
yeah?
Be careful what you wish for when you play with fire.
Oh, you're playing jokes now? Well, my blood hunter's in here with me, and now it's 2 against 1.
And you think that scares me? I'm flattered, but no.
We still have mind link. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. Because it's for an hour.
Yeah, it is for an hour. All right. Is that going to end your turn, Meryl?
Yes.
Okay. Zug Zug, you're up.
Okay.
And you see this?
I guess I gotta run out, right?
Yep. Because you're still frightened.
Okay. Now wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Oh god, here goes nothing. That works.
Yep. You are no longer frightened.
Cool. So now I can dash back in, right?
Yes. Now you can dash back in.
All right, that pretty much takes care of that, right?
Yep. That pretty much ends your turn, sadly.
Well, hey, at least I'm not scaredy pants anymore.
Nope.
All right.
You are perfectly fine. Now we have reset the table to match for everybody's rolls. So, Roland, back to you.
Alright, use my tail to find out where people are and see if I can distinguish them from who I'm supposed to attack.
That's Chris Sawyer. by the way.
Well, you can clearly see the one you're supposed to attack.
Yeah, you can clearly see the big hunter on fire inside all this darkness.
Oh, the fire. Oh, we can see the fire.
Yes,
I
you
thought
can see
it
the
was
fire.
like.
No, because it was
Alright.
made by a magical means. It stays lit, and because it stayed lit on the hunter, you can now see the hunter.
I'm going to go over here,
Okay.
and that'll be my movement. And I'm going to use. Do we kill him or stun him? I think I'm gonna go with a divine smite.
Okay.
Let's look on it.
Go ahead.
Whenever you're ready, laddie.
How do you use it? I'm clicking on it. It just opens and closes it.
Divine Smite.
Yeah, you have to
You
click
can
on
open up
the-
spells and then click on it.
Yeah, you have to open up your spells and then click it.
What? It doesn't even pop up. Alright, I guess I'll use Thunder Smite.
Oh, I have to make a strength save. Hold on.
Oh, that's weird. It's not letting me open
13.
up the description.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to do.
We'll have to
earlier.
look.
There
up
it is.
why it's okay.
Well, no, Thunder Smite is use on the melee attack, isn't it?
The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during
Yeah.
the spell's duration, your weapon rings a thunder that is audible within 300 feet.
Yeah, so I use it as a bonus action.
Yeah, and the attack can deal an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed away 10 feet. So, technically, he's humanoid, but he still counts as a creature, so roll me the damage.
Well, I didn't even roll to attack.
No,
Oh.
what you do is you click.
No,
thunder-
you did roll to attack.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't even pop up for me. Sorry. I
Wait, no,
almost
it
said
didn't. It
6.
didn't. My bad. Sorry, I'm reading this wrong. That 11 is the damage for Thunderous Smite. So go ahead and roll your melee attack.
Okay. So that'll be my battle axe.
Okay. That'll hit. So go ahead and, from the chat, go ahead and click on the battle axe one-handed in the chat.
The chat.
Yep.
All right. And
Okay, so you
then-
deal 10 points of
7
damage.
or
on top.
10 plus 11.
Yeah, 10 plus 11, so that's
21.
21. Now I have to do a strength save, DC 13. Damage is, what was the damage again? 21?
21.
Submit. I'll just do that. And he fails, so he takes the full brunt of the damage. And he gets flown back how much?
Where is it? Push 10 feet away from you is knocked prone.
1, 2, okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so he is over here now, and he is currently prone. Meryl, your turn.
Okay. Which is HP?
I can't tell you that.
Fair enough.
You should be able to tell what his HP is at based on the aura circle around his token.
So he's around about the same level as Cross.
Yep.
That's what the aura circle's for?
Yeah, it determines health. Like I said, setting this game up took a long time. And to get it set up to do it in a way that the players, like I can see all the health bars, but the players can't see all the health bars. So I made it to where the players can kind of get an idea of where each token's health is at.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
How many people are...
How many people are what?
I was gonna ask how many people are watching the stream, but I can check. 7.
Yes. Hello, my chat. Hello, my lovely chat. I hope you're having fun.
I'm gonna walk up to Cross,
Trying not to.
and I'm gonna see if I can cast cantrip guidance
Guidance.
on her.
Okay, what does that do?
You touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number of roll to one ability check of its choice. If if it can roll a die before or after making the ability check, then the spell ends.
Okay. Cross, are you willing?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll work out. Oh, that'll work out perfectly.
Oh boy. This will end well. Please help me.
Make any rolls.
No. Click on this spell again. Let me see it. Let me read it. Okay, so basically the target can just add a d4. Okay, you're fine. So you cast guidance on Cross. Cross now has guidance. Is that going to end your turn?
As I can see the hunter now, can I cast Toll of the Dead, the cantrip on him?
Oh, you already did your action.
Oh, okay. In my movement. Let's see.
I mean, you only moved about 10 feet, so...
Yeah. I should have cast my power. Oh well.
Okay, so is that going to end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. It's the hunter's turn. He's going to make a wisdom save, which he utterly fails. God damn it. So he's still prone. Cross, your turn.
What does prone do?
So he's basically,
He can talk, he just can't.
yeah, he can still talk, and he's just gotta. Yeah, he's prone. He can't really move or anything. It's like it's like frightened.
Alright.
There's a lot of different words that basically do the same thing in this game.
He's basically just on the floor.
Yeah, he's just on the floor.
Like,
Alrighty. So now we're gonna do this again. Like I said before, you don't know who you're messing with. And if you want to continue, if you want to live, I recommend you tell me what the hell is going on. Do you understand? Or you'll end up like your friends. And then I want to do a intimidation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use that plus that D4.
Okay, so go ahead and do your intimidation check, and then add a d4 to it.
Alright. Advantage or normal?
Normal.
Because then I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke. I meant not Hellish
Well, let's see how this intimidation goes first. So roll that.
13.
Go ahead and roll the d4.
The D4. 4.
So that's a 17. He needs to roll. Let's save. Which he rolls a nat 20 on, so he doesn't give a two shits about what you're saying.
I would like to use my Coin of Faith.
Motherfucker. Okay. Alright, here we go. The other hand takes away! That nat 20 stays a nat 20. Oop, I'm sorry.
Alright.
So yeah, he's basically just going to now just get up from prone at this point and just kind of just laugh. And it's just like... I don't think you have any idea what's going on anymore, do you?
And then I want to use Shatonic Excitement one more time.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it at a higher level.
Well, let's see if it hits. No, it does not.
Walker! What is going on?
Yep. So that basically fails, and he feels you trying to, grip him again, and he is just going to shove you back. Make a strength save.
Strength save, alright.
Well,
10.
well, that beats my nat 1, so...
Alright.
Instead of shoving you back, he basically knocks himself back prone. Which
Can I
he's
put him
thinking
into
to
a
himself
lock?
in his head is like, why did that happen?
Can I put him in a neck lock?
No. He's on the ground.
Oh, alright.
I can eat him.
Probably. Well, that's unfortunately going to end your turn, so
was gonna say, can I tell him to stay down and do an intimidation again, or no?
No.
Alright.
Zug, you're up.
Zug, smash.
Zug, go smash.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
Now,
kind of all I can do.
bear in mind, you can see the hunter, but you can't see anything else. So,
Okay.
in Zugza's eyes, there's nothing in front of him.
Zug has no fear.
Fair enough.
Zug, smash.
All right. Roll me the attack.
Hang on.
Roll the damage.
Well,
You have to click Maul.
Yeah, you have to click Maul.
did I hit?
You hit. That's why I said roll damage.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
All right, so you deal 12 points of damage to him, and he just feels the full brunt force of this, and he's just going, "Oh, that I felt."
Yeah, well. Feel the full force of my.
Okay.
I've done worse tonight.
No. You do not know the absolute shit my rolls are becoming now. So he's just going to look at that, and you just see steam rising from the flames.
Oh.
And you haven't seen everything. I have a squirrel in my hair.
Not the squirrel. Is that gonna end your turn?
Squirrel, stick balls.
Wait, what? You know what? Roll me an animal handling real quick. Okay, this will end well. So the squirrel jumps out from your hair. What did you say for the squirrel to do?
Big balls.
So the squirrel,
But not mine.
the squirrel heard the command and just happily chuckles and just goes down into your loincloth and just bites down really hard, and you take 4 points of damage. It didn't quite understand you at all.
Oh my god.
Yep. All right, Roland, your turn.
Okay, yeah, hard to follow up on that one.
That end well.
I'm gonna try to use, let's see. Where's the thing?
I don't know. Where'd you put the thing?
Right next to the other thing.
And what did that thing do?
Yeah, it's, eating people.
Oh,
Small things.
that thing. Gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna use Constrictor, and I'm going to grab him and, sort of grapple
Okay.
slash squeeze.
Do me a favor. Roll me a dexterity save.
Alright, dexterity save.
Okay. Let's see here. So you're moving up to him and you're grappling him. Yes.
Yes, it's a Constrictor, so
Okay.
I wrap my tail around him.
So as you do this, you feel the fire on him, and you singe your body, and you take 6 points of damage.
Forgot about that part. Alright.
There is no take backsies.
Yeah. Alright.
So now what do you do?
So I grappled him successfully.
What does Constrictor do?
If the creature fail, or You can use your action to grapple the creature. The creature must make a strength saving throw against your DC to avoid being grappled.
Okay, so I'm going to do
If
that
the-
strength saving throw. What's the DC?
It does not say. It just says against your DC.
What's your strength?
17 plus 3.
Okay, we'll just say that there's no damage.
If the creature fails, you and the creature are both restrained until the grapple ends, and the creature takes 1d6 plus strength modifier of constriction damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll that damage. Because he failed.
Can I just roll for strength, I guess?
No.
Or no, it would be 1d6 plus strength modifier.
Yes. So roll a d6 and then add your strength modifier. Alright, so he takes 8 points of
Alright.
damage.
Yeah. And he's restrained or grappled.
You're both restrained, so
Yeah.
you're both kind of stuck in place. Which, speaking of, actually, I need to roll some... Oh yeah, he was taking 7 points of damage every turn. Okay. Minus 14 points of damage. Okay, yeah, because of the fire. Alright. Is that going to end your turn?
Let's see, can I do this? I'm gonna do lay on hands 5 points.
For yourself?
Or, yeah, for 5 hit points.
Okay. Go ahead and add the 5 hit points back to your health. And that is going to end your turn? Yes or no?
Yep, that's gonna end, sorry.
Okay, you're fine. Meryl, you're up.
I have Frank use a chain to like choke him.
Frank's not in there with you. Earlier, he blindly threw fire into the cloud.
Alright, okay. Shwabalabibu.
Man, this guy really did not know how his day was gonna go.
Yeah. 5v1.
He's getting beat up in a bar. Damn. I should not have used
He
it.
still thinks that I'm the Blood Hunter, doesn't he?
He still thinks you're the Blood Hunter, yes.
Okay.
Why, what's up?
Just wondering.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
It's a very good question.
Okay.
I still have that illusion, don't I?
Which one?
Invoke duplicity.
Yes. You won't be able to see it.
Yeah, so that's kind of useless.
Yep.
It's Frank's character sheet. No.
I mean, again, Frank is outside of the bubble.
I just accidentally opened Frank's.
Mm-hmm. What do you do? What do you do?
I was gonna use my light crossbow and try to shoot his head or something.
Okay, roll that at disadvantage.
Roll. Like, what do I roll for that? Do I just click on the thing?
You click disadvantage on your character sheet and then you roll it.
Yeah, I clicked disadvantage.
Yep. And then you roll it.
The crossbow's an item.
No, it should be a weapon.
It's a weapon.
Like I've got a maul and I've got javelin.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ugh. I need to get more in tune with this thing.
Yeah, because you just clicked on your weapon proficiency.
Yeah. Wait. Yes.
There you go.
Wait.
Ah! Ah. Cross. What's your AC?
Oh,
13.
Zug. What's your AC?
It is 15.
Roland, what is your AC?
18.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so unfortunately, one, the range. Two, you didn't hit anybody's AC whatsoever. So you kind of shoot your crossbow blindly, and it doesn't hit anything.
shame.
Yes. You kind of just shoot a crossbow up in the air as you just got done loading it, and the dart just went straight up, and it's just like, come on, man. Alright, so that is going to end your turn. So this guy... excuse me. The hunter is going to go. He needs to roll a strength save. Well, I'm going to use the in-game system this time because my dice have been failing me. Wait. Right. Oh, okay. Well, that fails.
Not too much.
And he can't do anything while he's restrained, correct?
As far as I know, yeah. Going forward, the creature must make strength saving throws against your DC until they break the grapple. Every time they fail, they decide. You can decide if they take another 1d6 plus strength modifier of constriction damage against them, or if you decide to end the grapple.
I think he can also swallow as well. So-
Right.
I can.
The creature... Okay. 'Cause I'm
So
reading
do
what
I
the
decide on-
restraint... I'm reading what restrained does to creatures. If it affects their ability to, do anything, which it doesn't look like it does, so he can still do stuff.
I mean, it also depends. Like, if I've got his arms too, I mean, there's not much we can do, but...
Right, but even magic casters can still do stuff while they're restrained.
I guess that's true. You're
Yeah.
correct, yes.
So, I'm gonna do a thing, and I do apologize to my lady.
You okay? Yeah, tell me about it.
Everything okay?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
All good. Alright, so, the hunter is going to cast Dispel Magic, and basically takes the darkness away. So the darkness is now gone. Everybody can actually see everything. And he's just going to, look down, see that he's got a snake wrapped around him, see that he's on fire. I need to roll a sanity check for him.
How did he not know he was on fire?
He was blinded. Okay, so he's still sane. But he's just like, how did all this happen?
Rock meat bottom.
Pretty much, yeah. And he's just feeling all the damage that he's taken at this point. He's just like, the hell happened? And that's sadly going to end his turn because he can't really do anything else. So, Cross, you're up.
Alright. Yeah, that. Alright.
Are we gonna kill him or just interrogate him?
I mean, you have him restrained at this point. He can't really do anything other than cast magic.
I guess it's up to Cross's decision.
Cross?
Just thinking. Ross is gonna look over knowing that he's restrained. She's looking like she's had enough of this shit, honestly.
Oh boy. Here we
I
go.
can just DM now if you'd like.
Possibly.
You were muted the whole time? Okay,
Oh
so
my
what
God.
were you doing?
I accidentally clicked the image. Yeah, I was trying to read it, and I was like, oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked on the thing.
Oh, do you want to use it at this point?
Those are both cantrips, so we can keep using those.
Is it a cantrip, Spare the Dying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so is
Keeps
Thermatusi.
crunching more teeth.
So,
He keeps crunching cyanide pills, and it doesn't work.
At some point, he's just.
He's gonna run out at some point.
Now, talk.
I gave you all I can. They'll still hunt me down. They'll still kill me one way or another.
What is hunting you down?
The order. The only order that is known in this world. It's an order you do not want to mess with. They run everything throughout the world. They control everything that is done, that is written, that is said. You think history is the way that it's been? No. No. This order, they've manipulated everything.
Those sound like big words.
What's his deal?
Cross looks at the note that he dropped. And what's this?
Open it
Chicken
and find
to
out.
open it.
As you open it, there's nothing written on there except a drawing. And it's a drawing of a symbol. A symbol that you recognize.
Cross goes quiet and taps into her head, allowing him to see through her eyes.
Okay.
He just waits to see if there's any reply.
There is no reply.
What does the symbol look like?
Roll me insight.
Oh, I did it at advantage, my bad. That was on me.
That's okay, I'll take it. So, you recognize this insignia. You've seen it before. Someone that you've met before has worn this insignia on their own clothes.
Oh. Folds the paper and puts it away. I see.
You can't escape from them. They control everything.
I'm fully aware of this order. But why would they be hunting you? Because of this dragon's blood?
Oh, no. They'd be hunting me because I've said too much and they know it. They hear everything. I give you about 5 minutes before one of them, and then as he says that, an arrow peeks through the window and just goes right through his head.
Can she try to catch it with her tail?
No. It was too fast.
She grumbles low under her breath.
That was an impressive shot.
Quickly,
He's mending on his head.
ending and spare the dying?
You can only use mending on inanimate objects, and
That's all I tried.
Well, currently he's dead, so he's not animated.
inanimate objects, as in like wood,
Never was.
stone, water. You know,
I'm just joking.
yeah. And because there's an arrow in his head, you unfortunately cannot use spare the dying because there is an inanimate object inside of his body.
damn.
So we mend the arrow out of his body.
My God.
But you can't just take an arrow out because you'd have to push it all the way through.
Cross,
Otherwise it'll snap off.
Cross
It
looks at the
depends.
arrow.
Roll perception.
You know, we might just have another problem.
I drop his limp body and run outside for the person who shot the arrow.
There we go. Chris is on it. I will follow him.
Okay, so both of you go run outside.
Follow the arrow. That person who did the arrow.
Oh, where's the door?
Zug doesn't notice shit, as usual. Other than I will follow Chris.
Can Cross chase after the person?
Sure.
She just goes fucking out the window.
I will say, on your way out, you do notice that there is a note tied to the arrow.
Alright. She'll
Zug
take
definitely
the
did
note.
not notice that.
She'll
I
take
run
the
outs-
note then.
I run outside. Do I see anything?
What's your perception roll for? No, you do not see anything.
Oh shit, that's low. Yeah, no.
Alright, she'll take the note really quick and then go out the window and literally chase after.
Okay.
I climb up
Chris
to
and
the
I
top of the
Perceive that we
bar.
are outside.
Okay. So, roll perception again, all of you.
Okay.
– 18.
Alright with that perception roll.
Yeah.
That was anticipated.
That's fine. It's just one of those dice on my screen looks like it's either a 6 or a 9. It doesn't look like it's one or the other.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Do me a
Getting that
favor,
too.
re-roll that, because that's just hurting my eyes.
I rolled that with Blessing of the Trickster, which is the...
Sure, go ahead.
That's precision. Back. Perception.
Okay, there you go. Alright, so Meryl and Cross, you guys basically bust out the window and you take an immediate look to your right.
I
And
didn't say anything about busting out a window.
well, Cross busted out of the window. I assumed you
I
followed.
fucking busted out the window. She's just on the.
You know, I'll say this.
front.
Cross, you bust through the window, and Meryl, you just kind of cartoonishly break through the wall, leaving a perfect imprint of yourself in the wall.
I was more thinking about going to press the Blood Hunter for information.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
So I would like to go over to the Blood Hunter.
Okay, go to the Blood
Use
Hunter.
that silver ingot that Zug Zug in the previous session had licked into a mirror.
Oh, God.
I
Oh my
will
God.
cast Sanctuary
forgot
to
about
make sure
that.
another arrow doesn't go flying through his skull.
Okay.
There's that. I'm going to proceed to press him for information.
All right, you do that. Meanwhile, Cross, Zug Zug, and Roland. We're going back over here.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's see here. If I can find where the bar was again, it should be okay,
Right here.
What is
Alright.
this?
So, as you guys are outside, you do notice, well, Cross at least notices, there's a figure on this rooftop that kind of just quickly turns and runs.
Do I see it or
No, you do not see
or
it.
does Cross say anything?
Cross just chases after it, like no
Alright.
words.
I chase Cross.
Yeah, you two do
There
notice
she
Cross
goes
running.
again. She's going. She's running.
Her wings
Okay.
open up and she just lunges herself onto the side of the wall to try to kick herself up onto the
Roll
onto the
acrobatics.
roof. Acrobatics. Oh my god. Nope. I probably fall.
You try to jump onto the wall, but you do kind of like slip and fall back down because of how wet it is.
I use my natural snaking ability to climb up the building.
Roll acrobatics.
Zug Zug will try as well.
Roll acrobatics.
Zug Zug will
that
fail
would-
miserably.
Okay, I think it's
Oh,
like
what the-
stuck.
All right, all three of you re-roll.
Yeah, I'm like something's off. Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
My what is it called?
9.
Okay, so we have a 12. So, Roland, you successfully get onto the rooftop.
My arboreal climber says athletics.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll take it as is for now.
Okay,
We'll
that's fine.
remember that next time.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, Zugzug rolling acrobatics.
All right, fair enough. All right, so Zug Zug and Roland, you two have successfully made it onto the roof. Cross, you are still on the ground. No, you are flying up in the air onto the roof. Never mind.
Alrighty.
Can I jump that far?
Good
Hold
question. Can you?
I try my best, and if I can't, then I latch onto the wall with my snaky
That's 20
body.
feet.
All right, roll me.
It's 15. Athletics or what?
Yes.
Did I say?
You don't quite make it.
Maybe. Nope. Definitely not.
Oh shit! If the snake thing can't make it, I definitely cannot.
Roll athletics, all of you.
Cross is
Okay.
running, like a running start with her wings out, like into a glide.
All right, Zug, you basically just stand from where you're at. You just pick Roland up, and you just He-Man jump over the edge, and you make it to the other side.
15.
Well, with both of us.
Yes.
Okay.
So both you and Roland are now on the other side.
You mean
wait.
Roland?
Yes.
Pretty
Not
sure.
Merlin.
Oh yeah.
Roland.
No, I said Roland.
No, you didn't. You said Merlin.
Okay, if
said
I said
Roland.
Roland, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
At least the second time. The first time I don't know.
know.
15.
You successfully make it.
Alrighty, Cross is just beelining it. Alright, and then Cross is gonna jump over again, and then she's gonna can she see what the figure is?
Roll perception.
Perception. Oh, 20.
You have a very good idea of what this person looks like. Even Zug. So you just see this
Holy shit! I can see.
I can fight! You just see this Viking woman across the way as she is like running away from you guys.
Cross is gonna jump and lunge to tackle her to the ground.
I jump.
Okay. Roll me athletics and strength.
Athletics.
Oh, and strength.
And
Okay.
then
Well,
Oh,
just
shit,
the one
yeah.
that was tackling.
Oh,
strength. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, I did a strength save. Oops.
Yeah, you did a strength save.
My bad. Of course. Never mind.
All right. So you go to tackle, and the woman kind of just slides slightly to the right, and you kind of just miss, and you slide along the rooftop, and she just starts running again.
do I see any birds up in the sky while I'm running?
Roll perception. No, you do not.
Fuck. Alright. I keep running.
Alright, that's it. Cross has had enough. She's gonna. Let me.
Oh no.
Hey, I got an idea.
What's that?
Can I throw a javelin at this lady?
Be my guest.
You remembered it! You remember they're called javelins! So proud of you, Father.
Oh!
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, that hit. Roll the damage. Alright, so she is severely hurt. She's got a javelin now in her leg, and she kind of just trips, falls quite a bit distance, and takes an extra 6 points of damage.
Cross is gonna jump down,
I'll jump down.
and she's going to pin her. Oh, nope, she's gone.
Lay on hands.
Oh.
Okay, how much of that lay on hands do you use?
I use the rest of it. 5 points. So
Was-
5 hit points.
Alright, so
Did-
she's
did-
resurrected
did I
with 5
do
hit
too much?
points.
Did Zug Zug not do good?
You
Doug
did.
did great.
Cross is just gonna pin her down with both of her hands. Her nails just in her shoulders.
Alright, as you do that, you
With my
notice...
hands, I hold her mouth open.
What?
Well, she's gonna crunch on a cyanide pill. I mean, I gotta do something.
I mean, that's fair. As you do that, though, Cross, what's your AC?
see. 13.
Okay. You take another 3 points of damage.
Alright.
So as you pin her against the wall, you feel something stab into your side.
She grits her teeth, but she holds.
That stabbing feeling remains. As you look down, you notice that her hand is on your side, but at closer inspection, there's a blade hidden under her wrist.
That is not very nice. I can stick you again.
No. We do not need her dead. Can I bring her down to 1 HP?
She's already at 2.
Oh, she's already at 2.
And I know Roland can't heal
spare the
anymore.
dying.
So.
Merle, get over here.
Yeah, we need Merle.
I'm gonna send Frank over there because I'm still kind of questioning the Blood Hunter.
Meryl, you have no idea where they're at. You guys are on your own.
Oh, fuck, where are they? I can't see them on the map.
Exactly my point. So you three are on your own here.
Alright.
That kind of stuff.
Why did you. Hey, why did you shoot that arrow?
You know why? Why are we asking that question?
I'm sorry.
Wouldn't that be obvious, little lady?
You're a part of the Order. I know the surface level, you fucker. I'm talking about the underlying.
Oh, there's so much you don't know. There's so much that you don't understand.
I inspect her teeth. For a fake tooth.
You think you've been living in secrecy this whole time? No. We know all about you, Cross. Everything that you've done. All that you've been through.
Can I try and intimidate this lady so that she can just stop with the theatrics? and
Cross
can't-
just puts her tail in Zug Zug's mouth.
That works. That works.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, did we struck a
Wait.
nerve?
Does Merle and Cross still have that mind link going on?
Yes, they do.
Could Cross tell me where they are so I can send Frank over there?
Sure.
All Meryl feels is pure, darkened rage from the link, and it burns.
Cross is not a happy camper right now for some reason.
I look over at Zug Zug.
Does anybody
Cross
have any
is very
happy
angry.
Cross needs a happy pill.
Hey, wait, those horses are still here. Can I steal the horses with Frank and go riding around the city to see where they are?
Sure.
There's
can't
two
answer
of
that.
them.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I
So
might just put in the carriage. That way.
Do you know about me?
oh, we know all about that night. The fires and the flames when you left home. You know your connections to the hierarchy of the Elven Pride. We haven't quite fully figured out what you're after just yet, but we do know about Lixon.
Enough! She uses the siphon on her neck.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god. Can I?
No, just roll damage.
Oh, damage? Okay.
Yeah, just roll the damage.
Okay.
AC doesn't matter at this point.
Okay. And she's just gonna cast it at a higher level. She's just done.
I yell, whoa, anger issues. Calm it down.
All right, so she takes.
Hey, I pull her tail out of my mouth.
Okay.
And then she takes two or three.
She takes 5 points of damage by the looks of it.
Yeah, 5 points, but remember the
Oh yeah, no, she's basically a
health.
Yep. So go ahead and heal yourself that damage as well.
I have to read it again super quick, so just to
But
make
basically,
sure.
you siphon the life force of this woman, and like her the meat kind of like dissipates away from her, and you see like the skin kind of like shrink up, and like basically you've got a mummy.
I
half
knock her
of the
back.
amount of
Wow,
necrotic
that's kinda gross.
damage is 2, so she takes 2.
Yep. So you pull Cross's tail out of your mouth, Zug Zug. What do you do?
That
Her
was
hand is
kinda
just
gross.
steaming. Just dark steam.
You should wash your tail more often. Just saying.
She just stares at this corpse of dust as if just in a trance. And all Roland and Zugza can hear is just a very faint, low growl coming from her throat.
Marilyn Frake have also just shown up as well.
She doesn't even notice.
Spare the dying! Spare the dying! I yell at Beryl.
You want me to spare the dying?
Oh,
I
Should
think
we-
she might be beyond that.
yeah, we're probably
She's
not.
not.
Yeah, because it's a
little too
mummy.
far.
And I mean,
I look down again and go, oh, never mind.
I can cure your wounds. I just can't spare that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spare the Dying actually will not have any effect on this whatsoever.
Yeah.
because it's not Spare the Mummy.
Spare the mummy.
The mummy returns.
Returns.
Yep. So, what do you guys do after witnessing that?
I loot her body.
What? You just okay.
Hey, I'm curious. This is
all right,
not
all
any
right.
good shit.
Okay, all right.
And
Roll me
I'll-
survival.
Survival?
Yeah, roll me survival. See what you get.
Scroll.
Oh damn.
Oh yeah.
I think you find something.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go through. I gotta go through my item list. It's been a while since I've been on here. Okay, so you find. Motherfucker. This is way too fitting.
Yes.
Alright, so you find a long sword on her. And there's an etching written on the handle of the sword. And it reads, Ao Hai's Fang. This. Roll
Our
me
what?
insight. Ao Hai's.
Insight.
Yes, roll me insight.
I'm looking for it.
Alright, so you can't really remember much, but you do feel like the power coming from this sword.
You
Okay.
should look it over your head and say, "By the power of Grayskull."
I Arthur Pent. No, I'm rolling so good, but sweet. I got nothing. This is fucking dope. Do I find anything of value that connects her to where she came from?
You find another insignia. It's like a medallion that's kind of just like patched onto her cloak. You rip that off, and it's just in your hand now.
Okay.
That was
Sweet.
deep.
Yeah, you just find this like pendant, and that's it. That's all you find.
Pendant and a long sword that's etched.
Yes.
All right. Anybody have anything else?
I think we just got. Oh, can I have my javelin back? I want my pointy stick.
Yeah,
back.
yeah. You can have
sure.
your javelin back.
Thank you.
You
Thank
find
for
you
the
find that in
pointy
good
stick.
condition. It's not broken or anything.
Yay.
Can we say as soon as he pulls the javelin out, the body just turns to dust?
Worse. The body sizzles and fizzles and dissipates into the ground. Where the body
There goes
once
my fucking
was, it now shrivels up and darkens the dirt. And after like 5 minutes, the dirt begins to sprout flowers and mushrooms.
I look at Cross and I go, "You're disgusting. This is grody."
That was really freaky.
Cross Chine just blinks afterwards as if she was just in a trance, and she just sighs with a gruff. Walks off.
Okay, what do we do now?
I go back to the tavern and check the body of the other guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna go back to the tavern so I can actually interrogate that.
Oh no, the Blood Hunter came with you.
Oh, okay.
And the Blood Hunter actually looks to Meryl and goes, maybe you might want to go after your friend.
Smart one.
Fine.
Just because...
Was the Blood Hunter referring to Cross or
Yes.
to... okay. Thought he was referring to Roland.
No.
He was kind of just suggesting to all of you, you might want to go after your friend. It seems like something that, somebody needs some people to go through with this, Best not to be alone in a time like that.
But I wanted to get drunk.
I'll take you drinking, mate. You and I can go. The rest of them should go check on them. You and I can go get drunk, mate. Let's go.
I'll go with them, and then I will get shit-faced later.
Oh, okay. I'll be at the bar. I'll get drinks ready for y'all.
Can Cross try to be stealthy and try to get away from the party?
You'd be rolling a disadvantage.
Could I, since there's still kind of that link between us, could I try to
Yeah.
coerce her to just talk to us?
You could. You could try.
Like charisma.
I stealthily follow.
The stealth doesn't really work because one, you guys are right there, and two, she'd have to roll above your passive perceptions.
To roll anything for the mind link, try and coerce her to talk to us, or
No, with the mind link, it's still there, so you just talk.
yeah,
to her.
but the talking part.
You just talk to her.
Yo, Cross. No, that was a whole lot of shit. But we could all just relax, take a chill pill, and just talk about this.
This is none of your business.
I kind of.
Your best bet
disagree.
is to go back to the tavern and leave me to my devices. I will meet you all there in moments' time. And that is the only warning I will be giving you all. Convey that to the party.
She just kind of told us to go get wrecked.
Either that or go fuck ourselves, so,
Well, same, but different.
yeah.
Alright.
Do I follow or do I go back?
That's your choice.
I know.
Should I stay or should I go?
If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, there will be double.
Well, shit.
I follow. Fuck. Alright. I take one more step.
It could be karaoke night, Torterra.
I'm going to join them in this one singular step.
Okay. Cross is okay. Well,
I jump on top of the roof and hang down.
You're just hanging upside down.
okay.
You good, bro?
You want to talk to me, bro?
Cross is going to look over and hold something in her hand.
Something. It's kind of.
I'm gonna have Frank do the most puppy-eyed face that he can pull off.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Cross.
It's
You're
not
gonna have
like
to-
we haven't,
Yes.
killed shit with you.
You roll for puppy-eyed?
Yeah, that's what I'm rolling. Cross, what is your charisma?
kind of all in this.
My charisma in general?
Yeah.
A 5 or a 20?
Okay. So unfortunately,
I'm maxed in charisma.
I know you're maxing charisma, which is why I'm saying this is unfortunate for you. You know, you take one good look at Frank, you just see, you know, the cutest, the most puppy-eyed goblin that, you know that scene from the Mario trailer where it's Toads,
Yes.
where it's like, look at us, we're adorable. You're basically seeing that as a goblin. And you just can't help but feel compelled to just feel like the anger and everything kind of just sort of slowly dissipate from you.
Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do then. The anger washes away slowly into a peak of a hint of what they can catch as despair. She crushes two things in her hands, and darkness forms.
Oh shit. Not
Not this again.
I swing my tail around and see if I can like find out where she is if she run off. Or...
Aren't you hanging off your tail?
Oh yeah, it's like.
And then can I use a way to run off?
I mean, you've just cast darkness, essentially, so they can't see within that square.
Oh, fuck.
I pick myself back up onto the roof and look out.
I'm going back to town.
It's a freaking cone.
Oh.
It's a spear. I'm sorry, it's a spear.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
it's 15 up, down, all the way around. So,
You spin me.
alright, so
Basically
now,
that.
do you want me to roll or?
Nope, no need to roll. I just put a circle down around you guys.
Alrighty.
That's a 15-foot.
I am going back to the tavern now. Enough of this bullshit.
I'm gonna go over here.
Fuck
You
this
say
shit
that
out.
any
See if I can see her over here.
light can illuminate darkness, right?
Oh yeah, she's just. Alright, I go back to the tavern. I give up.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
you go back
tried
to the
doing
tavern.
full friend thing. It didn't work.
Okay. So you guys just leave? Go back?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not much we can do at this point.
Alright, so you guys just make your way back to the tavern. Cross, what are you doing?
She waits until everybody's gone. And she hides in a shadow.
Okay.
Done.
They're gone.
Even Meryl and Frank.
Darkness. Is the only thing that can light it up magical fire or just any magical light?
Any magical light?
Okay, Frank has dancing lights.
Oh,
Which
okay.
lights up an area within 120 feet.
Alright.
Fucking disco ball in the middle.
just lights a disco ball. Alright, go ahead and roll perception then.
For Frank?
Whoever casted it, yeah.
Sean.
You did catch the direction that Cross ran in.
Okay, we're gonna chase after her because care for her.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
I just want a beer.
Just want a beer.
I gotta go in a little bit, just so you guys know.
No,
Alrighty,
that's
we'll
fine.
be done.
I figured
Yeah.
we're getting a little close.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay.
Yep. So Frank and Meryl kind of like climb up to where Cross is, and
She's not on the roof.
no, they just kind of like walk up to where Cross is, and they just like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Look, just go back with the party, alright?
No. We don't leave friends in need, and you're a friend to us.
Just for now, please. I have some things I need to take care of. Alone.
Come on, Frank. It's girl time. Take a hint.
Both of them have disguised self, so both of them could disguise as a girl.
Come on.
We don't
Let
need
it
this.
go.
Okay, no,
Yeah, just let it
I'm
go.
gonna
Just let it
go
go.
back to the
Yeah,
tavern.
just let it
Let's
go.
just come on back to tavern.
Yeah.
I'll have a couple beers. It'll be fun.
Yep. So they go back to the tavern after that last warning. Like, all right. Frank just leaves this comment. It's like, but you know, you can tell us anything, right?
I think she's about to tell you to fuck off.
Cross watches them leave, and as soon as they're out of sight and out of hearing, she just stays in a very shadowy part under the eaves, and she just sighs. And she just slides down the wall. Her wings kind of drooped over her shoulders. Is she hidden enough in the shadows so no bypassers can see her?
Roll stealth.
Oh my god, did I really? Oh, okay, that was.
That's
an accident.
perfectly fine.
Okay.
All right.
Honestly, they're close enough.
yeah, they're close enough, so I'll take it. Yeah, you're pretty much like covered up by the shadows. You know, no one's gonna see you. Plus, you know, it's late at night, so all the town is asleep. So.
Cross takes her mask off and looks at her reflection.
What does she see?
And looks at her reflection
On the mask.
in her glass in the crystalline mask that she wears.
What does she see?
She doesn't see anything, but she does hear something. Oh, child, what now bothers you?
Surprised you didn't hear any of that.
Oh, I heard, and I saw. This order of scribes is more tenacious than I imagined.
Are these the individuals that you said were coming after, and you just didn't want to say anything?
Scouts. I'm afraid the troops are coming.
Oh shit.
But to know that much information of...
I always knew the Order would have influence everywhere. I did not imagine it would be this vast nor this long.
She kind of just sighs, and she feels her face, the bit of her face. She continues to look in the glass.
Do you remember when I gave you that?
What? This mark?
That was a hard night for both of us. We were both fueled by rage. We were both fueled by anger. By many things that we should not have been fueled by.
Despair, lies.
One day, did I not promise you? One day that will never hurt us again.
Indeed you did. It's been so many eons, though.
We are getting closer.
And you know death will never put us to rest.
Oh, don't I know it. That's what happens when you steal power from gods.
Or join your allegiances to them.
What a fucked up world we all live in.
I'll drink to that.
So, is this a bad time to note that Mind Link?
No, the mind... I would say
Let's
the
say
god
how long has it been since I casted that?
30 minutes.
I would say the mind link, though, would be blocked because of the god. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know how it works when you're dealing with gods and Patreons.
It would not be blocked.
She doesn't even notice it. It's
Nope.
just.
No, she
Oh.
doesn't.
She's in a. She's just in a certain mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing like all of this,
Yes.
or oh,
Spill the tea, Meryl.
Don't worry, child. When we get there, when we get my book, we will have everything we need to proceed.
And what if we don't? They said they'd know possibly what we're looking for.
They also said they had no idea. I still trust that notion. How could they know? That book can't be seen by any mortal. Any mere mortal, that is.
Fair enough. Pushes some of the hair away from her face.
They will keep coming. And there is no stopping that, unfortunately.
I already knew that.
Yes. So we must pick ourselves up and prepare for what may or may not come.
What would you like me to do next? I have an airfare already put into place.
I'm aware. Until that is ready, unfortunately, lay low.
As you wish.
So, for now, might I suggest a drink?
Even though I can't get drunk.
I'm parched.
Fair enough.
I will get drunk for you.
She gently puts her the crystalline mask back over her face, fixing her hair over it so it sticks correctly.
Okay.
Magical bond.
Alright.
And she gets up.
Back to the bar. I almost said Batherin.
She goes over there after if there's anything else her god needs to say.
No, he kind of just goes quiet after that.
And she just starts making her way back to the bar.
To the bar! So you guys all make it back to the bar. That guy's dead. And the bartender, who pissed his pants earlier, he sees all of you walk in, and he goes, "Oh, no, dude, no, dude, no, dude, not now, not here. Oh, dude.
Dude, it's okay. We just want to drink and party.
Okay, you know what, dudes? Take anything on the house. Just take it. Just don't kill me.
We will pay you for your beverages.
Nope. Just promise you are never here.
Okay.
Do you have any quarters for the night?
Oh, crap. Yeah, upstairs. I have a few bedrooms.
Cross without any other words takes out a small bag and it has 10 pieces of gold in it and drops it in the gentleman's hand and just walks off quietly.
I said no.
I
Okay.
suggest you take it.
Okay. I'll go
And be
prepare your
quiet.
quarters. Here are the drinks. There's food on the table. I already have at it. So if you dudes need anything else, I'll just be upstairs. Later. You just kind
can I
of
steal that gold back?
roll me sleight of hand.
Is stealth or
No,
dexterity?
just sleight of hand.
Thanks.
Alright.
Eh?
Alright.
That was advantage.
All right. So he's walking by you, and you kind of just reach your hand out. He walks by. You pull your hand back, and there's now 10 gold in your hand. And he just keeps walking.
Just add that to my gold.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, he just walks upstairs, and he's just like, he's getting your quarters ready, and you just hear him kind of like under his breath, just going, "Motherfuckers, god damn it! There goes my good pants. Fuck, damn it."
Cross just walks back over to the table where her cup of dragon blood wine was. And she's just, and her eyes just like, fuck it. And she drinks it.
Can I walk over to the cross?
Okay.
Or
Does everybody walk over across?
I walk over there and I chug the rest of my mead.
Okay.
I
Frank
go-
walks over and he kind of just climbs onto the table and sits. And
How
kinda
old
just-
was Frank again?
Frank?
I think he was like 21 or something.
I think he was like.
Okay, yeah, he can drink.
Yeah. And he just grabs a drink from the table and just sits down in front of you guys and just sips at it.
Just want to give Cross a weird, worried look.
And the Blood Hunter is going to join you guys as well. He kind of just like, well, that was a crazy night.
Yes,
About
it
the
was.
Blood Hunter, is he gonna become like Frank, or is he just gonna be alone?
I got my own business to deal with, but I will spread your word far and wide, my good friend.
Thank you, sir.
Cross looks over to Meryl with a raised eyebrow. May I help you?
Oh boy.
What?
It just got weird.
All of that there?
What exactly? I just needed a moment.
Are you clinically insane by any chance?
Hey,
Aren't we-
that's not nice.
Way to
Aren't
go
we all
poking
a
the bear
little
there, Tristan.
insane? I mean, some in the order of trickery. Some
I heard
people
multiple voices in your head.
Cross goes quiet.
So,
Frank
got,
just slowly sips
schizophrenia,
his drink.
or-
I turn around and refill my bug.
Look, whatever you heard, just
Oh, excuse
forget
me.
what you heard, alright? For your own good and well-being. And for once, she says this in a more protective tone.
in the tone, Merlin knows that it's serious and just kind of shuts up.
Dude, you fucked up.
And with that in mind, Cross severs the connection.
It's a mutual severing.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough. The Blood Hunter is just kind of like looking between you two, and it's just like, did I miss something?
Oh,
Nothing
we do
important.
this all the time around here. It's okay.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm sure you guys have plenty of stories to tell. So, what brings you all down this way, anyways?
Heading to Elven Pride.
We're with her.
Well, I think I know how to get you guys on that airship then.
Very.
Should only take a few minutes. But either way, it'll be ready in the morning, so you can either get on it now, sneak in a stowaways, or you can pay the toll in the morning and be good.
How much is the toll?
It's about 10,000.
Act like you're trying to be stealthy.
I am very good at sneaking.
I mean, it's really your choice, mates.
Very well, we can sneak on.
Yes, agreed.
All right.
I will do the sneaky sneak.
He and Frank will certainly be covered. I can't guarantee all of your safety.
So, we're all in agreement then. I sneak you onto the ship. Get you guys ready to go.
Yep. In the morning, though, I am exhausted.
No, it would have to be now, unfortunately, and we can
Now?
sleep on the ship.
I guess that's true.
I will sleep on that ship.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go.
Would I have to leave my
Sneaking
horses
on
here?
the ship.
No, we can probably find a way to sneak them on. We'd have to be really quick and quiet about it.
All right.
All right. Very well. And that is where we are going to cut today's session.
There we go.
Yeah, it's
All right.
it's a bit late.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for who stuck around even during the shenanigans of the internet breaking on us. So thank you. I hope you all enjoyed tonight, and we will be joining you all again next week with the next group, the Fayak, as they finally make their way out to sea towards the orc jungles. Until next time, everybody, stay cool, stay awesome, have a good night, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
All
Hey.
right.